police officers often make dumb mistakes that you never expect from them. Today, we'll be going through these cases where these idiot cops were caught in the act. Just like this sergeant who was caught on camera and was humbled by his department.
Okay, he's not touching it. You guys are.
You want to let go of your...
We're not touching it.
That's too tight.
Okay, let me undo it.
That's too tight.
Relax.
Let go.
That's too tight.
Let me undo it. Relax.
Hey, why are you guys touching?
Why are you touching us?
This is illegal.
That's illegal.
We didn't.
Touching us.
Calm down so they don't say that you're doing anything. Just calm down. You know this.
What are you doing?
You think a lot of you yell something's gonna change?
Why are you doing this?
You have the right.
Why are you doing this? Protecting me, you're hurting me.
What?
You think a lot of you yell
You just
something's gonna
assaulted me.
Good.
You're hurting me.
Step back. Step back.
Yeah, you got that too tight. It's too tight.
What are you doing?
Loosen it.
Let go of some of this shit.
Let go of that
Loosen
stuff.
it.
Let go of some of this stuff.
Loosen the cuffs. Loosen the cuffs.
They will.
Yeah.
Loosen the cuffs.
Shut up.
Loosen the cuffs. Loosen the cuffs.
Another shocking thing about this arrest was that every officer had their body cams turned off moments before making the arrest. The reason will be discussed later in this video, leaving you stunned. This footage was from Officer Tomorrow's body cam, who was the only cop with his body cam on.
You're
Loosen it. There's nothing wrong. I got computers in there. Loosen the cuffs. Loosen the cuffs. Stop. What are you doing? Ow. What are you doing?
I should be eating French fries over there. Instead, I gotta touch his filthy, nasty guitar. Just cooperate. Let it go. Dude, that's my phone. Let it go. We'll put it in your bag. Which bag is this?
As you can see, one of the officers confiscated the guitarist's phone and handed it over to Captain Zayuba. This phone is significant in the case as it recorded the captain's interaction with them.
Because it goes in the property. Hold on. I'm done with my contact.
Moments later, the captain appeared to come over and say something to Officer Tomero. And just then, he also turned off his body cam. Both John and Joe were taken to the police station, where they were charged with disorderly conduct and released 6 hours later. Later, they appeared in court to fight their charge. And even the judge sided with the musician.
So you're playing the guitar on Mayfield and they said you can't do that?
He was playing his guitar outside. They were arrested.
For playing this guitar? Were you intoxicated?
No.
So you just playing the guitar? And the police just came up to you and just arrested you? Took your cell phone and did all that because you were playing the guitar? Okay, something not right about that.
Just like that, the judge dismissed the charge against them. However, a big piece was still missing in the case. The brothers had never gotten their phone back, and when they asked about it, the cops said that no phone was retrieved during the arrest. As the body cam footage clearly shows, Captain Zuba did get hold of it. Shortly after, an investigation was launched into this case, and detectives went to the guitarist's residence to inquire about what had happened earlier.
Holder number 4, like 80% sure that's him. Sorry.
You can just sign it and write what percentage you believe that's and who do you think that is?
Captain Zuba.
Okay.
This is clearly Bush.
Okay, what percentage are you sure?
100%.
Okay. From here, we gather any facts we can. We're gonna go to Little Italy to see if there's any surveillance footage there.
Okay.
Stuff like that. And we present the facts to a prosecutor, and the prosecutor will determine if the officers committed a crime or not.
This here is one of the bike I had that they returned that and the guitars, no problem.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, aside from your cell phone, they gave you everything else back. Just your cell phone was not in your bag or nothing like that.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to be accusatory, but it was kind of wrong what happened, man. And I think they might have destroyed the cell phone because of the evidence of him assaulting me on it.
The detectives soon realized that there was much more to this case, so they immediately contacted the officers present on the scene and interrogated them, starting with Officer Tomero.
Okay, on August 15th, 2019, were you employed by the City of Cleveland while working the Feast of the Assumption?
Yes.
Okay, and what was your role there?
I work in the community service unit and we were detailed to the feast.
Okay. Did you have an encounter with two males named Joseph and Jonathan Workman?
If that's the males on the video, I didn't get their names.
Yeah, two guys with the guitars?
Yes.
Okay. Did you witness Captain DeZuba, or let me start with this, did you witness either of the two guys trying to record Captain DeZuba on their cell phone?
I don't know if they were trying to record them. They had cell phones.
Okay. Did you see Captain DeZuba try to take the cell phone out of one of the guy's hands?
I think during the arrest, I took one of the cell phones out of the person's hand.
Okay, but you didn't witness Captain DeZuba ever? Because the complaint is that Captain DeZuba grabbed the guy's hand when he was trying to film him and twisted his arm.
No.
You didn't witness anything like that?
No.
Okay. Did you witness Captain DeZuba use any sort of reportable force on either of these two guys?
No.
Tomorrow refuted everything that was asked against the captain. It was obvious that he had prepared for this line of questioning and was not going against his sergeant.
Did you hear Captain DeZuba ever give an order for people not to have their cameras on
No.
while this incident was going on?
No.
Okay, what about for the feast in general? Did he ever make a, we don't have to have our cameras on? He never said anything like that?
No.
Okay. Do you know if the officers that were working overtime details were given the option to drive their personal cars to the feast?
I don't know.
Okay.
Tamero also claimed that the captain never asked any of the officers to turn off their body cams, but he had no clue that this lie would be exposed pretty soon.
Not Carey, badge number 2400.
Officer Carey, prior to beginning the interview, you had a chance to review the order to submit to an administrative interview form. Did you understand the form?
Yes, sir.
Any questions about the form?
No, sir. Tried to do crowd control, mainly
Okay.
as with two other officers as we approached. So I didn't get to see like the initial encounter.
Okay. Did you witness Captain DeZuba use any force on either of the males?
No, sir.
Did you witness Captain DeZuba take either of their cell phones away?
They did arrest them. Yeah, I saw the arresting part, but there was no force. I don't.
Okay. They were just handcuffed?
Yes.
Do you know why they were arrested? Or did you know why at the time, why they were being arrested?
Disorderly.
Okay. Did you witness that, or did you just...
No, that, like I said,
Okay.
we came upon that like probably in the middle of the incident.
Okay.
Officer Carey was one of the officers who didn't turn his body cam on throughout the incident, and when questioned about it, he didn't hesitate to throw his captain under the bus.
I'm just going to ask you this because I asked everybody else. This is a picture of the 3rd District property book. I highlighted the line there. Is that your handwriting, or did you write that in the book?
I didn't handle any of it.
Okay.
And no, that's not my handwriting.
Okay. When you put something in the property book, do you make a tag in LERMS for it? Put an entry in LERMS and print out a tag?
Sir.
Okay. Was your WCS on your person during this incident?
I did have it on.
Okay, and how come you didn't activate it?
I was told not to.
By who?
The captain.
Okay, and when did he tell you that?
The beginning, before we got dropped off.
Okay, so when you got dropped off to work the feast,
Yeah.
he said you don't need to turn your
we-
cameras on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and that, did you interpret that as no matter what happened, you shouldn't turn your camera on?
I was interpreted, yeah. I mean, hey, don't turn the cameras on.
Okay.
And we didn't.
All right.
We're good.
Is there anything you want to add before we conclude?
No, sir.
The detectives had enough proof against the corrupt captain, but things were about to worsen for the tyrant.
So you didn't witness any interaction with these guys and Captain DeZuba?
No, when we initially were walking down the hill, they called for the captain and somebody else saying these kids want to talk to him. And we were walking on the hill, and then we heard them call the radio, hey, we need more officers over here, and that's when we came up. And by the time we came up, they were cuffed, and there's like bikes, and that's where we just moved out of the way because people kept tripping over them.
Okay. Now, did you walk to the prisoner van with the...
Yes, we were. I was actually, I believe I was one of the front officers kind of clearing the path because, I mean, you know, it gets busy over there, so we're
Yeah.
just trying to make sure no one got in the way.
Okay. Did you witness any officers with either of these guys' cell phones?
No, I never. The only time I saw their cell phone was when they were first initially playing, and the kid was, I think he was recording when the first officers were just talking. That was the only time I've ever seen
Okay.
that.
So when the initial officers were talking to them, he was recording them
When they first
from
made
what you could
initial
tell?
contact.
Okay. Did you witness what happened to any of the guys' property? Their guitars, their bikes, anything like that?
No, the only thing I saw, I think one of the officers had their bikes, and he walked it down because he was next to me, and then he set it against the van because they're like, where do you want your bikes? And they said, just put them against the van. So that's what he set it against the van, and once they got to the van, we just walked away because I think like everybody was there for the most part.
Like the previous cop, Officer Dorner claimed he was not involved in the arrest. It's abysmal how none of the officers were ready to take responsibility for this arrest. However, Dorner also claimed that the captain instructed them to turn off their body cam.
Okay. Did you have your WCS on you at the time?
Did I have it on me or turned on?
on you?
On me, yes, I had it on me.
Did you turn it on?
No, I did not.
And why is that?
We were told initially from the captain not to turn them on, and then I was thinking we were off duty, so we didn't think we had to have them on.
Okay, and what made you think you were off duty?
I mean, we were just told it was kind of not a secondary employment, but we weren't actually working, like not working for the district, but we were working kind of, we all filled out overtime cards, so.
It was a detail.
It was a detail, I guess you could say.
Okay. But Captain DeZuba, was it while this incident was going on with these guys?
No, I believe when we first got off, it's hard to remember, but I believe when we first got off the bus and we all kind of like conjugated and we were talking about who's working where, he said, you don't need to turn your cameras on because it's like, he said a detail.
Okay. All right. Anything else? Okay. Do you remember anything else about this incident that I didn't ask about?
No.
Okay. I'm just going to ask you because I asked everyone else. This highlighted line there, is that your handwriting?
No.
Okay. Do you know whose handwriting that is?
No.
Okay.
No.
If you would have put this in the book, would you have put an entry in Lerms and printed out a tag for the property?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
The officers were clearly turning against Captain DeZuba in order to save themselves. Next up was Officer Musina, who was much more involved in the arrest, and even he blamed the captain.
They were playing their guitars and had a confrontation with Captain DeZuba. Do you remember witnessing any of that?
Bits and pieces, not much.
Okay. Did you witness when the officers initially approached the guys when they were playing on the...
No, sir.
Okay. Did you witness any other interaction with Captain DeZuba?
Minimal.
Okay.
Very minimal.
Did you see either of these two guys trying to record Captain DeZuba with their cell phone?
Record Captain Zubin? No.
Okay.
I saw them recording the officers as they were walking away from us because we were at the top of the hill.
Okay.
We were walking down and they were walking away from us. So they were recording and then everybody kind of became a crowd.
Okay. Did you witness Captain DeZuba use any sort of reportable force?
No, sir.
Okay. The guy complained that Captain DeZuba grabbed his hand, he was recording it and twisted his arm. Did you witness anything like that?
I did not.
Okay. Were you present when the males were being handcuffed?
Yes, but I was way behind the officers, so I didn't see anybody. I didn't see who did handcuffing or where they were handcuffed at.
Surprisingly, none of the officers testified that force was used, and the captain indeed took their phones away. These cops were not being honest, but were only trying to save their jobs.
Did you witness any of the officers with either of the male cell phones?
Negative.
Okay. And did you walk back to the prisoner van?
I did.
Okay. Did you witness whether or not these guys identified themselves?
I did not witness that, no.
Okay. Were you present when they were issued minor misdemeanor citations?
I was not.
Okay.
I only created a path to the van with
Okay.
the guys.
Did you have a WCS camera on that day?
I did have it with me, yes.
And why wasn't it activated during the incident?
Normally, like, we never really used them at the feast. I've done it a few times, but also, Captain told us no cameras.
When did he say that?
Right around the time the gentlemen were being arrested, prior to, right around there, people were like, no, everybody just kept saying no cameras. Like, the captain said no cameras. I got a no camera sign, so I didn't turn mine on. I didn't turn it on.
Okay. Do you know why he said that? Is there a reason, or?
No, I didn't question it. Anytime
Okay.
somebody higher up says no camera, I turn it off.
Okay.
Or don't activate.
After interrogating the officers, the detectives realized one thing. They were dealing with a completely corrupt group of cops who weren't going to tell the truth. Shortly after, the detectives proceeded to investigate Officer Michael Cozart, who had made the arrest.
I was at the Feast of Assumption. On that day, I did not know their names. I could only identify them by the one who was wearing the mask and the one who wasn't.
Right.
I didn't, and I really still don't know which one is which.
Okay, right. That's fine. So how did you first become aware of them or have contact with them?
On that day that we're talking about, I heard an officer ask for a supervisor to respond, okay? And because of my role in this, I went in the direction where they said they were. And that's when I first encountered them, when I responded to this officer's request.
And when you responded, what did you observe in terms of any behavior or actions on behalf of the complainants, the Workman brothers?
When I first approached, what I saw was them arguing, okay, and it appeared to be the beginning of a skirmish, if you will, because it was obvious that the officers were trying to get them to do something, and they were obviously resisting or not complying to whatever they were talking about, because they was yelling, screaming.
Did you at any point in time advise any other officer that the Workman Brothers were not allowed to play their guitars at the feast or in that area?
That I don't know, but I do know, and I say it that way on purpose, because I do know that each one of the vendors there paid for the space.
So I'm just going to stop it right there and just ask you a question.
Go ahead.
You were walking with Captain DeZuba.
Yes.
Do you recall the officers who were kind of, for lack of a better term, trailing those two young men as you saw them walk up? The officers were following.
Right.
Do you recall those officers informing Captain DeZuba anything regarding them at that point?
See, looking at this helps me a lot, okay? Because when I approached, I thought I was seeing the encounter, okay? But obviously, it hadn't occurred at that moment, okay?
Just like the other cops, Officer Cozart also tried to lie his way out. However, he had no idea that the detectives had access to CCTV footage and body cam recording. When they showed him the evidence, his demeanor suddenly changed.
I've just completed my 26th year, so fortunately or unfortunately, I think I know what I'm doing, you know what I mean? So I wasn't really focused on what they were saying or what they were really doing until I saw what I described to you as being somewhat of a skirmish.
Did you know what caused that somewhat of a skirmish?
No.
Do you recall if any officer will strike that? Did you recall if Captain DeZuba was saying they're under arrest now for whatever reason?
See, I just don't know. Because now keep in mind, there's music playing in the, from other locations. There's people walking around, and now all of a sudden I'm looking at a situation that's developing and beginning to appear to be out of control.
Just so I'm clear, when you were doing that, you were assisting these officers based on what you observed.
Based on what I observed.
Not on anything that you were told in terms of they're under arrest for a certain crime or anything.
Not at all. And again, I didn't care. I saw that they were getting handcuffed, right? And my position is to assist the officers to make it as safe for everyone there as possible.
Okay, and again, you never informed any officer on the scene that prior to that encounter with Captain DeZuba that was who we call, for sake of clarity, let's refer to that as the second encounter. Would that be
Understood,
fair?
yeah.
So at the first encounter, when the officers approached them, and per the officers, they informed them they can't play the guitar. Did you inform those officers or any officers that they were not allowed to play their guitar?
No, but I'm sure somewhere along the line, okay, what happens is I'll get a lot of, "Hey Mike," over the radio. "Hey Mike, can the ice truck come up the hill?" "Nope, because the road is closed." "Hey Mike, can the garbage truck do this?"
Once again, the officer was trying to dodge the question. It was evident that he had been perfectly coached before this interrogation, as he just seemed to remember nothing about the incident.
I've heard, okay, because I didn't remember, because I didn't care. I heard that it was Officer Turner and Love.
And that would be accurate.
Yeah.
So both Officer Turner and Love, having been interviewed by the Office of Professional Standards and at least and by the Internal Affairs, say that they did transport them to jail.
Okay.
If you can recall, after that transportation, did you receive a call from either of those officers?
No.
Did you advise either of those officers why they were either at the county jail or en route to the 3rd District to, did you advise them about how they should handle the property that was placed in their truck?
No.
And to be clear, would you remember if you ordered them or instructed them not to tag, mark, or enter the property?
I can't order or instruct anyone to do anything. That's not my
So if you can recall, would you have done that?
Nope.
If they called you, would you have told them not to do that?
I would have said, "You need to talk to a supervisor," is what I would have said.
Okay. And you don't recall saying that they strike that. You don't recall receiving a call from Love while he was at the county jail or en route to.
No, I just don't remember it. No.
And you don't recall.
I mean, again, if he said he called me, he called me.
But he also said that you told him not to mark, tag, and enter the property.
I wouldn't have done that.
wouldn't.
So that wouldn't be accurate.
No, I wouldn't have done that.
Officer Cozart kept lying throughout the interrogation, and still, the detectives had no clue about the lost mobile phone. Ultimately, on March 4th, 2020, Captain Zuba was called in for an interrogation.
How these two brothers, the Workman brothers, first came to your attention and what actions you took as it relates to these two complaints, Joseph and Jonathan Workman.
I believe I answered that in the previous interview.
Okay, so you stated then that you were coming to the scene and you encountered these gentlemen, and the officers who were in the area of these two individuals informed you that they had been placed under arrest. Is that still your
Yes, sir.
today?
Yes, sir.
And do you recall which officer or officers informed you that they had been under arrest at that point?
Bush.
Bush did that. Officer Bush was interviewed by Sergeant Sheehan by the City of Cleveland Division of Police Internal Affairs Division, and during that interview, he stated that that he had not placed them under arrest nor cited them and had no intentions of doing so, and it was his understanding that you ordered him to do so. Would that statement by Officer Bush be accurate?
No.
Okay, so his saying that to Officer Sheehan in his recorded interview, would he be mistaken in that or lying about that?
I would imagine he's just mistaken.
From the beginning of the interview, Captain Zuba's body language was shocking as he felt too entitled to be questioned for his action. However, the detective soon showed him the CCTV footage of the arrest, which made him speechless.
What's captured here, and correct me, I mean you weren't there, but these are officers and the complaints are right here in this, like, kind of on the sidewalk on the doorway. And per the officer's statements to Internal Affairs, they were instructing these individuals that they were not allowed to play their guitars there. If you know, is it unlawful for individuals to play their guitars in a public area like that?
In the feast is permitted. The church regulated all entertainment.
And so a violation of this church's rule, would that be a criminal offense?
As far as I understand, yes.
Because within the city of Cleveland, isn't it lawful to do the act they were doing? If had it not been for the church prohibition against that, would their actions be lawful?
As long as they weren't obstructing.
The captain immediately realized that the detectives knew the truth. Despite being proven wrong, he remained entitled, acting as if he had done nothing illegal and was unjustly forced to be there.
The way I understand it, the church regulates all the entertainment connected with the feast because it's nationalistic. It's like Italian music. The singers, the walking around a cappella groups, the parades, all that's regulated by the church. And it's all donated or they get paid to be there. So to my understanding, they just asked those guys to leave. Just go outside the footprint and play.
Who asked them to leave?
As far as I recollect, the officers.
Right, yes, the officers did ask them to leave. And then they stated that they had a right to do that.
Correct.
Which, under city law, they do. Now, is it your opinion that this church can somehow supersede 675 A01 and A02, which authorize and specifically allows for the behavior that they were doing simply because they have a permit that allows them to block the streets and encumber the sidewalks? So that would make this action an ordinarily lawful action now unlawful and being subject to being charged or cited for this behavior by the City of Cleveland Police. And this seems like this is a private entity asking a governmental entity, this being the police department, to enforce their private rules. Would that be your interpretation?
Would it only takes a disturbance?
That is not accurate under the the codified Cleveland audience. It just restricts certain hours. It has nothing about disturbing. You are correct in terms of blocking it, but
I don't know what the.
Sure.
That's a schedule of events that the church puts on. You know, and they regulate the entertainment. They've been doing this festival for 100 years.
Right.
So if you have a festival anywhere and then you get a bunch of guys that are going to just set up a shop and start playing a band and disturbing everybody without the authorization to be there.
That doesn't convert it to a criminal act on behalf of those people.
Okay.
Because this private entity may not like them there. They could call the police and see about having them deemed a trespasser, but ordinarily protected, Constitution protected speech that has also been examined by the city legislature to determine that this specific act is permissible and permitted under this code.
The captain had such poor understanding of the law as he believed that policies and permits could supersede the Constitution. The detectives quickly put him back into his place, but the fun was only getting started.
So he's riding his bike away and officers are still here. So at this point, Captain DeSuba, would you feel that these officers had placed him under arrest at that point, or conclude they would be arrested?
I don't know.
But on your interpretation of what you see here, them riding away their bikes and the officers not pursuing him in any way, or even really looking in their direction as they're leaving out, I think that's highly unlikely that they're under arrest when they're still here and they're leaving at this point.
Are they approaching the captain, or is the captain approaching them, though?
They're approaching each other. They're heading in the same direction.
All right.
I don't know how you could.
Well, that's what I mean. Do we know?
And then they're going to be taken. One is going to be taken that way by an officer, as you can see. He'll take his bike, and Jonathan Workman is going to be placed against the wall there, and they will be handcuffed. It's highly unlikely that the officers would let them pedal off on their bikes and create that sort of separation without even really looking in their direction. But more importantly, these same officers have already given statements that these individuals were not under arrest at that point. That Officer Bush, who Captain DeZuba said informed him that they were under arrest, stated something just to the contrary, that he had, not only were they not under arrest or had been cited, he had no intentions on doing so because they left. That was his statement.
The detectives proved the fact that the guitarists were not arrested prior, and the captain was the aggressor who arrived and escalated the situation. At this point, Zuba was almost out of word, and it was his yes man who was trying to talk with the officers.
We booked him and arrested him?
Yes, Patrol Officer Bush says he arrested him under the order of Captain DeZuba. He didn't know why. And the other officer said, I don't know what act of disorderly conduct they committed. It had to have happened after the initial encounter at where they were playing the guitars. They said it had to happen. The disorderly conduct had to be something that happened when they encountered.
Well, that's why I was asking.
And that's what these 6-7 officers all say that same thing.
They go to him or Captain DeZuba. Obviously, somebody tells him that's why he's coming there.
Well,
or no.
Captain DeZuba here today said Officer Bush told him that, and Officer Bush.
I know, but could we go back and ask the questions again? He just made a comment that Officer Bush said to arrest him, but you didn't go over anything as far as where was he when he finds out, what did he find out was wrong? He's telling you that Officer Bush said they were under arrest.
And the officers who were involved in that initial encounter all state that they were free to go, that they weren't placed under arrest, nor were they going to be cited. And that subsequent to that, Captain DeZuba ordered them to arrest them and cite them.
No, that is not true. I didn't order anybody to arrest anybody.
Right, that was my question. So those officers who said that,
those are the
they had to be mistaken or lying, because that's what they consistently all say.
Suddenly, Captain DeZuba and his partner were short on word, as his own juniors had exposed them. The detectives keep playing the footage, which continues to weaken the captain's claim.
That is not consistent with, because that's you just now coming. And when you first get to them, the only officer that's even in
There's 2 officers to my left.
Right, but those officers were never up
but
there.
I don't know this.
But they're walking with you towards them.
I'm not
There's no way
watching.
those officers
I am not
could've
watching.
been-
I'm watching two people coming toward me.
Right, but are you saying that one of those two officers who were walking with you in that direction towards them are the one who never encountered them
I'm
up
not
there?
saying anything. I'm just saying there were a lot of people around.
Right.
And I'm watching two people coming toward me. All I know is some officers called for a supervisor. That's all I know.
Right. And then
when everybody catches up, I'm like, what's going on? These guys asked to be arrested.
Wait a minute. You're saying that when they came up, the police said these guys asked to be arrested?
Yeah. I go, are they under arrest? They go, yeah. And I'm like, why aren't they cuffed?
But they didn't tell you what they would be arrested for, just per the complaint's request.
It was very short. It was very short. These guys are known agitators. We didn't know this at the time, but this is what they do. They have a website. Have you seen it?
Right, but
the Chardon Times. They do this all over, everywhere.
Do what?
They bait policemen. They sit there and then they motherfuck them and they say, I have a right to be here, blah, blah, blah. So as I understand this, once we got down to the van, once these guys were cuffed and we had their property and we walked down to the prisoner van, that's when they said, we're going to sue you, you have no right, U.S. code, blah, 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 and they're throwing all this legal stuff, which in my interpretation is why Bush called for a boss in the first place. No. Because once they start throwing out U.S. codes, your average officer doesn't understand that.
The captain grew agitated as more evidence was being thrown against him. At this point, the entire room knew that this pig was guilty, but the interrogation moved forward.
Right.
If he wasn't arresting him, why did he call for a boss?
He said he called for a boss because the complainants requested a boss because they felt they were in their rights and they were hoping that a boss would clarify it because they felt that these officers did not know the law that permits them to do the conduct they're doing. So that's why they called for a supervisor. And Bush, that's his statement, that he called per their request, not for because he had an issue or because he felt it was over once they finally left the scene, as you saw. Did you, at any time, did you order any officers who were working this detail to not activate their WCS?
No.
You never ordered anyone to do that?
No. Tony Tomorrow had his on.
Right. He's the only one did, and he said the reason why he had his on, he wasn't assigned to that detail. He works, I guess, community policing that's already working the Little Italy area. Is that correct? And so he's the only one who had his on. That's the only reason we got this.
Soon, the detectives proceeded to ask the captain about the body cam issue. Turning your body cam off during an arrest should be considered a crime, and this corrupt captain was the reason why this happened. However, when questioned about it, he just conveniently refuted it.
No, there
Except
were.
for the only other officers who had theirs on were the officers who transported them, who was Officer Turner and Love. And in their IA interviews, Patrol Officer Bush, Patrol Officer Anderson, Dominique Anderson, badge number 1753. Patrol Officer Scott Carey, badge number 2400. Patrol Officer Richard DeVelchio Jr., badge number 1278. Patrol Officer Musina, Patrol Officer Wright, Patrol Officer Cody Dorner, badge number 269. They all stated in their IA interviews that you ordered them not to activate their WCS camera. In fact, Officer...
It's a direct statement that they're saying the captain orders them not
every
to
last
turn it on?
one make that direct.
Not that somebody had said we're not turning our cameras
every
on
last
during this
one.
event? So the captain would have had to go to each one of them and directly say, do not turn your camera on.
Some of them said it was said when they were getting off the bus, because I guess they rode a bus to this detail, and then
and who the captain met them at the bus.
And I think it's Del Vecchio who says during the actual arrest.
At this point, the captain is done and dusted. The interviewer had done a fantastic job of owning this corrupt pig, and now he is cornered from all sides.
Including Officer Bush. Every officer said they were ordered by Captain DeZuba to cut off to not activate their WCS. Each and every one of them. And none of them had their WCS on.
Well, can he
and I
speak
asked
to
him, yeah, he'd already answered it. He said he didn't issue that order.
Did you ever meet anybody getting off the bus? I mean, were you present when they get off a bus?
And some said during this arrest, they were told, don't go on.
Okay. Did you ever tell
No.
them during the arrest, don't
So
turn
those
your
officers,
camera on?
again, those officers who made those statements during their IA interviews, they're mistaken or lying about you issuing that order?
I can't tell you why they said what they said. Well, I was standing next to, I believe, Kozar and Tomorrow. Tomorrow had his video on.
Right, he's the only one.
If I had said anything during the arrest, it would be on Tony's video.
Well-
If I said, don't turn your videos on, Tony would have shut his off.
Next, we'll look at a corrupt cop who made a grave mistake that resulted in a person losing their life.
What's up? That's it. Hey, how you doing, Will?
How you doing?
Hey, what's your name?
Alonzo.
Hey, can you step out for me?
No. What you need?
Can you
My
step
dog.
out?
I got dog.
No, come on in, sir. You disturbing the peace. The people next door over there.
Let me put my dog.
Over there.
Sit down.
Let me put my dog.
Sit down.
Intoxicated. That's right.
Let her. Hey, come here. Come here.
Put my dog up.
She can put the dog up.
The suspect, later identified as 43-year-old Alanaz Bagley, started to get away from the cops. The officers thought he was trying to hide from the cuffs, but they had no clue he was about to do something incredibly foolish.
That's right. He disturbing the peace. Instead of got weed back there. He's clowning. The woman next door with him. You know, I'm about to give you quick. Keep it over. He's locking the door and stuff. There you go.
Hey, hey!
The officer started to chase him, and it didn't take them long to get hold of him. However, just as they had him cornered, Officer Alexander Tyler did the unthinkable.
He went that way, Ty.
Oh, gosh. You shot me. Oh, no.
Dispatch, send EMS right now. Shots fired. Shots fired.
No. No, sir. Sir.
Hey.
No. No.
Tyler.
No.
Tyler, you're good. Hey.
No.
Hey, come on.
The officer had mistakenly shot Bagley right in his chest. The poor cop had a sudden regret for his actions as he got down, trying to save his life.
Hey, dude, you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. Look at me. Hey, look at me. 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 Hey, wake up. Wake up. Look at me. Look at me. Hey, respond. Come on. Come on. Come on. Wake up. Respond. Come on. Come on.
Officer Tyler had made the biggest mistake of his life, and he was trying his best to somehow fix it. Meanwhile, EMS arrived on the scene and took him to the hospital. Bagley couldn't make it and passed away in the hospital. Just a week after this incident, Officer Tyler was placed on administrative leave and was charged with negligent. However, just a week later, he resigned from his position. The case is yet to go to trial, but the cop likely pleads guilty. While this officer may have made a mistake, the actions of these next cops were fully intentional. On October 28, 2018, an angry person contacted 911 complaining about her neighbor's dog who attacked her. An officer came over and seemingly escalated the situation. Soon backup was called, and those officers went over to talk to the owner of the dog about what happened earlier.
He said, I'm gonna shoot your dog, I'm gonna take the dog, and me and her already had an understanding where,
And this is your next door neighbor, or?
No, she stays in the house right there. The one she's talking to right there.
Gotcha.
I just went down, I talked to her.
And what's the dog warden want with you?
He was like, man, I'm gonna shoot your dog, I don't care about what you're saying, and he told my kid shut up and run in the house, and I seen the gun on him. I ain't seen no badge or nothing. He just was like, well.
Okay.
Yeah, he put like he was gonna reach for his gun and shoot.
Okay. Okay.
What?
All right, I'll go talk to him.
Listen, I didn't put no gun on nobody. I didn't threaten. Listen,
He's fine. He let me take his gun.
No, wait a minute. You can bring my name.
I know. Yeah, no, you were fine. You let me take it.
I didn't come
We're
off
cool.
the porch.
Nope.
I
You
didn't
were
come
fine.
off the. Look at the 911 call and listen what I'm saying.
The initial officer had threatened to shoot his dog. While the other officers tried to handle the situation, the dog owner remained unconvinced by their behavior.
I told her that's my gun.
Yep.
My name is. I am legal. I know felonies, nothing. Run it right now. You ain't gotta run it right now.
Listen, I'll run it.
Run it right here, right here.
I'm not running. I'm not having a problem with you. I'm just here because he was having a problem.
This guy, right here, attitude was so.
What is he here for?
Shoot my dog.
The situation was getting heated as the cops were just not ready to listen to the victim and his family. That's when the officers started to get aggressive and escalated the simple situation.
You said if the dog comes out and bites you, I'm regardless. Not say if the dog comes to your bank, you're exactly right.
That's my dog. Don't you call
Hey! Stop right now.
Don't you call my dog.
Stop. Stop. Hey, stop.
Absolutely not.
Don't you
relax. Chill.
Hey,
Sit down.
Hey, don't put your hands on me though.
Sit down. Sit down. Thank you. Sit down.
Get a ticket, or you can go to
Sit down.
to the car.
Relax.
Let go of him. What did I do? Let go of him. Listen.
Relax.
You're under arrest. Come to my car before this gets way out of hand.
What is he under arrest for? Let go of him.
What is he being detained for?
What is he under arrest for? Is he gonna read him as well?
Shane, come here.
What is he being detained for?
Relax. Relax.
What am I under arrest for?
Relax.
What? What am I under arrest for? Attention, my brother, like that.
Relax.
Hey, no, stop. No, stop.
The cops acted as if they were above the law and went ahead to arrest him without any reason. However, if you think this was the worst they would do, you are in for a shocking surprise.
Touch me.
Come here.
What you mean? You're crazy, motherfucker. You weak as fuck for real. Weak ass. Boy. You get hard.
Relax. Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach and relax. Relax. Stay on your stomach. Relax. Stay on your stomach and relax. Stay on your stomach. Stay on your stomach and relax. Relax. Put this arm behind your back. Put this arm behind your back. There you go. There you go. There you go.
These officers believe they are untouchable as they just brutally poor guy. Here's another angle for the footage which will leave your blood boiling seeing these tyrants act like this.
Relax. Or you can go to jail. Come to the car. Come to the car. Relax.
This incident was very troubling to see as the officers acted way out of proportion and broke several laws. As of now, we have no updates regarding the incident, but we hope that these tyrants were held accountable. None of the cops spoke out, but sometimes the actions of a police officer are so disturbing that even send shockwaves to their partner. On November 27, 2020, Officer Miguel Hernandez noticed a young woman throwing off some cigarette ash in his car. He and his fellow officer immediately went over to confront the woman, urging her to come back and clean the car.
You're gonna go back to my car, and you're gonna clean that, or you're gonna go to jail. Get up!
Now you piss me off. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up.
What's your warrant for?
Get up.
Where's your warrant for arrest?
Okay, you're gonna go back to my car.
I need to see your warrant.
You're gonna go back to my car and you're gonna clean it. Bubble.
How old are you? I'm 20 years old.
You're 20. You got gloves on? She got a cigarette and she went to my car.
My rights to sit right
Okay.
here.
She
I'm
got
for my Uber,
Okay.
and he's doing this to me.
That's right. You're gonna go back to my car. You're gonna go back to my car. You're gonna clean that.
Let me ask you a question. From what
You got extra gloves on?
I'm pregnant, and he's bothering me.
Okay. You're gonna go back to my car. You're gonna clean what you did. Get up.
Clean what?
The cigarette that you broke. Let's go.
Oh my God! Stop! Don't touch me!
Get up.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Get up.
Log by myself. Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Get up. Get up.
Touch me!
Get up then.
Get up. You're gonna go to my car and you do that right now. Get up.
The suspect in question was a 20-year-old Julissa Burgers, who also claimed that she was pregnant at that time. However, the cops brushed this claim and continued to harass her.
Touch my stuff, bro. You're not allowed to do that.
Get up.
On you.
Get up.
The police on you.
No,
You're not
you
allowed to do
can't.
this. I can.
Get up.
Lawyer, I know.
Get up
I'm a
and clean
civil
it.
rights lawyer.
That's right. Get up and do that. Clean that. Get up and clean that.
Disgusting.
Get up and clean that. That's right. You're gonna get up and you clean out my car. Let's go. Get up and clean out from my car. Now. You're gonna go and clean out from my car. You're gonna go and clean out from my car. Let's go. Let's go. You're gonna go back to my car and clean that. Let's go. You know what? You're gonna go to jail so fast it's gonna be incredible. Come here.
For what?
For vandalizing.
Don't touch me.
Officer Hernandez led with aggression as he refused to de-escalate the situation. The officer might have let it go, but his ego wouldn't let him, and he kept on making matters worse.
Get to the car, get to the car, and pick that up.
You want to go to jail for vandalizing?
Go to the bar cleaning. Let's go.
Do you really? No, let's talk about this.
Yeah, no.
You want to go to jail for vandalizing?
Oh, wow.
That's right. You're gonna clean it. You're gonna clean it. Let's go.
Yeah, no, you do care.
Let's go.
Don't
Clean
fucking
it.
touch me. Touch me.
Clean it.
Let go. I'm walking. Let go. Let go.
Clean it.
Ma'am, are you gonna resist me?
Yes, because you're arrested for no reason. Get away from me.
You gonna resist me?
Help me. Get away from me.
Clean it.
Relax.
Get away from me.
Clean it. Go. Clean it.
Relax.
Clean it. Let's go.
Sit down. Relax.
You're gonna clean it. Let's go.
Sit for me for right
Sit
now.
down.
Come here.
Help me.
I need you to sit down so you can relax.
Wait.
Sit. Sit. That's it.
Help me. Help me.
Are you gonna go?
Get away from me. Get away from me.
That's it.
Get away from me. Get away from me. Help me. Help me. I'm pregnant. Help me.
Okay, I understand you're pregnant, but stop resisting.
Help me.
Sit, bro.
Both of these officers used excessive force against the poor woman and went on to arrest her. She kept shouting for help, but the officers never considered anything. Shortly after, they took her to the police cruiser, preparing to take her to jail.
Jesus Christ! Stop resisting.
No. Help me. He's breaking my arm. Help me. Help me. Help me. No. 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 Help me. Please don't break my arm. Stop it. Stop it. He's breaking my arm.
I'm not breaking.
He's breaking my arm.
Go. Vandalizing my car. Tired of it. You don't want to begin this.
You begun it telling me to leave when I was trying to take a break.
No.
You're a terrible person, man. Give me a second. You get my stuff.
Let's go.
I'm pregnant, bro.
Yeah, you're real pregnant. Hey, the back, take the back.
Yeah, well, just across from right now.
What's wrong with her, bro?
7318.
Yeah, fire rescue response.
Julissa felt she had been unfairly treated by the cops and continued to resist. Suddenly, Officer Hernandez lost his cool and did something shocking that left everyone in disgust.
What's your social? What's your social? What's your social? What's your social? Okay, what's your social? What's your social? What's your social? Okay, calm down, calm down. Calm down. Calm down. You're not gonna die. Don't break my car. I know.
I'm apologizing. You're crap.
You blew it into my car. Don't spit on my thing. Don't spit on my thing. What the hell did you do? She's wearing my face, man.
In a disturbing turn of events, Officer Hernandez knocked her out by slamming her head first into the pavement. He didn't even realize that the poor girl was handcuffed.
Just knock her up and close the door. But you didn't have to do it. Just spit in my face, man. You close the door. You should have gone to London when she was there. 7318, have fire rescue respond, please.
Everyone around the scene was enraged by seeing this cop lose his cool. Julissa was eventually taken to the hospital and treated for her injuries. Fortunately, the police department was quick to react as they fired Officer Hernandez from the job. This officer was certainly in the wrong, but these next cops made a devastating mistake. On February 3rd, 2024, Harris County Sheriff's deputies were dispatched to a house after the owner called to check for intruders. The cops found nobody and cleared the house of any invasion. However, a neighbor then informed them that someone had broken into a nearby apartment. The cops went and knocked on the door, and what followed next was utter chaos.
Sheriff's office! Here, Someone's coming. Shots fired, shots fired.
The deputies multiple rounds at the woman inside the house. Later, it was revealed that she was a guest of the owner and had broken the window to get inside because the key was lost. The injured woman suffered wounds and was immediately rushed to the hospital and is currently out of danger. The sheriff's officer has initiated an internal investigation into the case, and the Harris County Sheriff's Office Internal Affairs Division is also conducting an independent investigation. It appears that some officers have a hobby of using excessive force, just like this tyrant.
Why am I being arrested? I don't understand why I'm being arrested.
On August 9th, 2022, a couple was standing next to their car in the parking lot of a park when an officer from the Atlanta Police Department came over and told them that the park was closed. Soon, the officer wrote them a ticket, which was about to lead to a huge scuffle.
That's your license. Copy your citation. You have any questions? That's what it is. Come over here for me, ma'am.
Can you come here, ma'am? All right, so you're gonna receive a ticket for being in the park after hours. All right, just need to sign right here on the X.
But because we're out of, didn't you say we were out of time so we wouldn't have known that?
Yeah, but that's not a valid reason why.
The woman claimed they were unaware of the park's closing time since they were not from the state. Despite this, the officer refused to let them off with a warning and insisted she sign the ticket, which she was hesitant to do.
You should be in the park because you're from out of town.
And what's your badge number?
7452.
And what's your name?
Officer Brooks.
What's your first name?
I'm not going to give you my first name.
Okay, and I don't have to sign this, right?
You do have to sign it.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, like I explained to him, if you don't sign it, then you're going to be physically taken to jail.
Gotcha.
So you're refusing to sign?
What's your name?
Officer Brooks, 7452. I gave it to you 2 times, man.
Okay, I'm asking again.
And I'm not giving it to you.
Okay.
Are you going to sign it?
No, because I want your badge number.
That's fine. You want to put your hands behind your back for me?
Suddenly, the officer had a change of heart and decided to arrest the woman, who was only asking for his badge number. Things were about to take a dark turn, as the officer refused to de-escalate the situation.
Hey, listen, my man. She says she's not signing it. Put your hands behind your back.
Sir,
ma'am,
you're hurting me.
Okay, I'm asking you to put your hands behind your back.
Sir?
Put your hands behind your back. 12, start me,
Sir.
Ma'am, put your hand behind your back.
Come
on. I need you to back up.
I'm just saying, like,
I need you to back up.
You don't need to touch her like that.
She's not putting her hands behind her back.
I'm asking a question.
Okay.
I'm just, all I'm doing is
Put your
asking
hands behind your back. Put your hands behind
Mr.
your back.
Brooks?
You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. I asked you to sign the ticket. You told me you're not signing it.
Sir,
Put your hands
I'm
behind your back.
asking you a question.
Okay. I'm letting you know. I'm not going to ask you again. I'm going to forcibly put your hands behind your back.
But, sir, Mr. Brooks, is this really necessary? Mr. Brooks.
Hold on.
Hey, listen, my man.
She needs to put her. Let her
Can I?
put her phone down.
Okay, you can put your phone down.
Okay, Mr. Brooks.
Come on, sir. Hold on.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not saying that I'm refusing to sign the ticket. I'm going to sign the ticket.
You don't have an option now.
The woman claimed she would sign the ticket, but the cop told her that option was no longer available. It's sad to see law enforcement officers show no empathy for the public, as the officer was about to use force against her.
Because but I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I'm going to sign the ticket. I'm going to sign the ticket.
No, I'm not here to play games with you.
I know, but I'm going to sign.
Put your hands behind your back.
Mr. Brooks, I'm going to sign
your hands behind your back.
Why am I
You're actively resisting.
I'm asking you, why am I putting my hands behind my back?
You're under arrest.
I'm going to sign the ticket, but why am I under arrest? Why am I under arrest? I'm going to sign the ticket. I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks.
That's all it is.
I'm going to sign the ticket.
I asked you to sign the ticket. You told me you're not signing it.
I'm going to sign the ticket now. Mr. Brooks, I'm going
You
to
don't
sign
have
the
that
ticket.
option now.
Why don't I have the option,
Because I
Mr.
gave
Brooks?
you 2 options.
She was asking for your badge number.
I'm asking for your badge number, and I wasn't clear on why you weren't giving me your badge number.
Sir, you do not have to hold her like that.
Oh my God, sir, Mr. Brooks, I'm telling you that I'm going to sign the ticket.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I'm going to sign the ticket. Why am I being arrested? Can you please tell me why I'm being arrested? Oh my God! I'm so scared. My God, please, in the name of Jesus, please, God, in the name. Why am I being arrested, Mr. Brooks? I'm going to sign the ticket. Mr. Brooks, why am I being arrested? Why am I being arrested? I don't understand why I'm being arrested. Can you please tell me why I'm being arrested?
Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
Tell me why I'm being arrested. I have the right. I have the right to know. Oh my God.
As expected, the tyrant refused to listen to her and calm down. The officer's ego prevented him from engaging in any conversation, and he was now determined to handcuff her by any means necessary.
Put your hands behind your back and stop resisting. Stop resisting.
What are you taking her for?
I didn't tase her.
Why are you pulling it out?
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
Come on, sir. This is unnecessary. What are you doing? This is over this whole.
Why am I being arrested?
Just put your hands behind your back.
I don't understand why I'm being arrested. That's why I'm not putting my hands behind my back. You have not given me a reason.
physically
So why am I
resisting.
getting? I'm not. You didn't haven't told me my rights or told me why I'm being arrested. That's exactly why I'm not. Putting my hands on my back, God, please. Oh my God!
Yeah, give me your hands.
Can you please just tell me why I've been arrested? That's all I'm asking.
I just told you.
Why? Why am I
refused to sign the
I
ticket.
did not. I told you I was going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I told you I was going to sign the ticket. Can I please sign the ticket?
Put your hands behind your back.
I don't understand.
Put your hands behind your back, man.
I'm telling you, I'm going to sign the ticket, Mr. Brooks. I will sign the ticket, please.
Ma'am, put your hands behind your back.
Why you? I don't understand.
Put your hands behind your back.
You're handling me.
Put your hands behind your back.
It's truly troubling and saddening to hear the poor woman's cries for help. Unfortunately, no one arrived to assist her, and another officer quickly sided with his colleague and proceeded to arrest her.
Put your hands behind your back.
You're hurting me. You are hurting me.
Okay, put your hands behind your back.
I told you I'm not putting my hands. You have not told me or read me my rights. You have not done any of that. You're not telling me why I'm going to jail. Please, God.
Put your hands behind your back.
Please, God. Please. Mr. Brooks, tell me why I'm being arrested. Ow! You're hurting me. You are hurting me.
Stop resisting.
I'm trying to tell you what. Ouch! You are, Mr. Brooks, you are hurting my arm.
Come on, man.
Oh my God! Is this real? Please, God, in the name of Jesus, please, God, why am I being arrested?
Y'all are hurting me. Stop resisting, bro. Now move.
Oh my
The poor husband watched in agony as her wife was brutally attacked and arrested by the officers. Soon, the cop proceeded to make her sit in the police cruiser before taking her to jail.
You can record from over here.
Oh my God!
What's your name, officer? What's your name, sir? Officer Taylor. Officer Taylor. All right, sit up.
Where y'all taking her? Oh my God! Oh my God! Please, God!
Get in the car.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Sit up and get in the car.
Oh my God! Ouch! Oh my God!
Go ahead and search her before I put her in the car.
Ma'am, stand up. Stand up, please. Turn around.
Oh my God.
I was born as a too.
You got any weapons on you? Any knives, anything like that?
No.
You sure? Alright.
Oh my God.
Put your feet inside.
Oh my God. Can I have my phone?
There's a reason people hate the cops, and the behavior of these tyrants proved it. The woman continued to plead her case in the cruiser, but the officer wouldn't budge.
Right now, Lord God, I pray that you help Mr. Brooks, Lord God. I pray, Lord God, that anything that is on him right now, any demon that is possessing him, Lord God, that you release it right now in the name of Jesus, Lord God. Thank you, Lord God. Please, Lord God, please.
Now, one leg up.
Sit back, man, so put your seatbelt on.
That officer was out of line, but you'd be shocked to see the behavior of this next tyrant. First Amendment auditor Sean Paul Reyes, who runs the YouTube channel Long Island Audit, decided to conduct an audit at the Nassau County Police Station to file a complaint. He approached the reception and was greeted with a surprisingly warm welcome.
I'm looking for a complaint form. I just want to pick up a form.
Did you make a complaint?
No, I want a form so I can write it out.
In regards to what?
I don't want to disclose that right now. I just want the form.
Yeah, there's information here on, it explains everything on how to make a report, okay?
Okay.
We're just not allowing anyone in right now.
So wait, but I asked for a complaint form.
Yes, all the information on how to do a complaint, they'll be in there. All right?
So you don't have a form?
No, that's it. That's the information pamphlet.
Okay.
It has all the numbers and the officers who you can reach out to, and who has that information.
But to the best of your knowledge, how do you say your name?
Brandy Bargo.
Brandy Bargo.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Olive oil on top.
Wow, that was nice. I like that, man. All right, but to the best of your knowledge, there's no type of form other than this.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right. Can you do one more time?
No.
Ah, come on. All right.
Sean couldn't get a complaint form as he wandered over to the parking lot. There, he encountered a law enforcement officer who escalated the situation, and his demeanor will leave you stunned.
For no apparent reason. I think he's taking a picture of me. So let's see who he is.
Yo, that's my personal car. Stop video taping, okay, guy?
You were taking a photo of me.
Yeah, because you're taking a photo of my car, guy.
No, I wasn't taking a photo of your car.
Sure, go.
You got something to say? Jerk off, huh? Look at your thin blue line flag. Hey, I like your thin blue line flag. Yeah, go yourself. Go off, buddy. Now you just became the object of my Hey, back up, man. You're being recorded. Back up.
Okay.
Back up.
Okay.
Back
Don't
up.
touch me.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Back up. You're being recorded here and here.
It's
You're being
okay.
recorded.
It's okay.
Who are you?
Don't worry
Why
about
are you coming
me.
up
Who are
on me?
Who are you?
Listen, you
Why
can
are
make a
recording
big
my personal
you
car?
can make a big
Why
mistake
are you
coming up on somebody
Why
like
are
that.
you recording my
You
car?
can make a big
That's
mistake.
my personal car.
You can make a big
That's
mistake.
my personal
coming
car,
up
guy.
somebody like
That's
that.
my personal car.
Yeah, look at you.
Okay?
Where's your mask?
The officer was way out of his line as he kept on abusing and intimidating the auditor. Surprisingly, the worst was yet to come.
Where's your mask? Where's your mask?
Well, don't worry about me. I'm in public place.
Yeah, you're
I'm
in
in
public place.
place.
Right? Me too. I know. Don't push me.
Do you?
You're a
Yeah,
That's what
right.
you are. You're a
Sure, cool, guy.
You're a
Just like
you
you.
are. Roll up on me like that. Yeah, exactly.
When I grow up, just
Exactly.
wanted like you.
Yeah. I want to be like you. Yeah, you're a Come up on me like that. What's wrong with you? You got a few screws loose or something? What's wrong with you? Who are you? Who are you? You got a few screws loose? Who are you? Who are you?
What's this?
Yeah, you want to blow
What's
smoke
this?
in my face? What is
What's
that going to
this?
do? Who are you? Yeah, do it. Yeah, blow smoke. Ooh. Ooh.
You like it, right?
Yeah.
You like it, right?
Yeah.
You're just like a man.
Yeah. Who are you? Who are you? What's your name? You work here?
I'm your father. Okay?
Yeah, you're my
I'm
father.
your father.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, blow your smoke in my face. Go ahead.
Get away from me.
Go ahead.
Get away from me.
Yo, this guy's threatening me. I got it on video and he hit me.
Just as Sean was complaining to the officer about what had happened earlier, his camera died. This is one thing you should make sure never happens during an audit, as anything could go wrong without it.
He touched me. Yeah, I know. Blowing smoke in my face. Hey, listen. McGuire? Yep. I'm reporting a crime. I don't want to look at this right now. I want to look. I'll take this. But I'm reporting a crime. That's what I'm doing to you now.
What happened?
Harassment.
You want to make it any other way? There's an online thing, and basically everything's online now.
Mhm.
And then we have the placards telling you how to access that.
Okay. All right. Just make I just thought it would be cool if you guys had it like in the lobby or something. So that way you guys didn't have to be bothered. They could just take it because you
Yeah.
might be intimidated talking to a
No, I
police
understand
officer.
that, but the way the vestibule, well, there should be no reason to be intimidated unless, you know.
But if you're filing a complaint against another police officer, you can see why that could be.
maybe on the street a little bit, but not so much in the station house, I would say.
Okay.
Like I said, filming is not allowed inside the station house itself. That's why we asked in the vestibule and asked what's going on.
Okay.
And then we just gave you the documentation from there.
I appreciate that.
And then we just gave you the documentation from there.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thanks
Good
so
luck
much.
with your film,
All right. Thanks. You're a police officer?
Yeah. Could you stay 6 feet? I don't have to.
Yeah, I'm walking through here.
Oh, okay.
I'm walking through here. Clown.
Just for reference, we don't have a big lot.
Yeah.
Some people driving through, so be careful. You can go over here.
Yeah, no problem. I'm a big boy. I won't get hit by a car.
But I'm just letting you know it's not the biggest lot.
Okay.
Our vehicles are intermixed with police vehicles.
Okay.
So I'd appreciate it if you try not to tape our plates. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just
It's
working.
really a security thing as far as that's concerned.
That's fine.
So
I don't have a way to look
above,
up your plates, and if somebody saw you on the
but
street,
anybody can do a DMV run.
yeah.
So
I'm not trying to do any of
becomes
that.
a safety
That's not
issue.
my intention.
Sean had just met one of the most aggressive and difficult officers in the police department. This cop was not making his life any easier, continuously giving him unconstitutional orders.
There is no safety concerns here. I
I'm
promise
just
you
saying
that.
it is a safety concern when people have
Only if
personal
some,
plates.
yeah, only if I had bad
Anybody
intentions.
can do running a DMV run.
I know, but that's not my. I'm telling you, that's not my
You're gonna have
intention.
to stay in this area. Stay away from the vehicles. All right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't listen to unlawful orders. I'm sorry.
It's an unlawful.
It's unlawful. Yeah.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it's an
I'm
unlawful
asking you
order.
not to.
All right. Well, you can ask me anything, but it's an unlawful order to ask me to do something that I don't have to
Personal
do.
vehicles becomes a safety issue.
It does. I can do that all I want.
No, you can't.
What is your personal vehicle? Show me your personal. I'll tape it right now in front of you. It's not a big deal. I'm not here to hurt anybody.
I understand that, but that information could be used anyway.
I understand that. So if you would like, if you would like, you can get a supervisor, and
I am the supervisor.
Okay, there has to be somebody above you, right?
Not right here.
A lieutenant.
Not right now.
Well, don't make a mistake because you have.
No,
this
right
is the
now
law.
I am the supervisor.
I understand that.
The unhinged cop had no reason to stop filming in the parking lot. Sean had every reason to be there, as he wasn't doing anything illegal. It's saddening to see this cop forget about the earlier officer as he kept debating with the auditor.
It's just, I
can
want to follow
understand
the
the
law here.
confusion. Like there is no listed sign saying it's
Exactly.
police vehicles here.
Or you've
I
had
get
fence or something, like you had a fenced-in area or something like that. I wouldn't do that. That's breaking the law.
I got that. We don't have a big lot to deal with, to be 100% honest with you.
Yeah.
You can see the size of it. It barely contains our vehicles itself. Not much less the rest of the vehicles. So that's why I'm explaining to the situation. I would love to post a sign if we had fencing, but we'd have no way to actually use a lot. I mean, the way I get to our pumps, you know what I mean? It's literally a jackknife right here.
Yeah, I understand. I'm not going to be here for long. I'm just going to get a couple more shots and I'm going to get out of here, okay?
I'd appreciate it. Yeah.
Okay,
Because
no
that
problem.
becomes like an issue for us with the plates.
I understand. It's.
Like,
I
if
mean,
safety
anybody
needs
can get your plate. If somebody wanted to come here and get your plates, they can get your plates.
I understand that.
You know what I mean?
But from a safety issue, this day and age, same thing.
I know.
Same reasons you have.
I get
the
it.
Same concerns that I
Exactly.
have.
I know. I don't like the this day and age thing, but I mean,
well,
because I could.
both ways.
It goes. Yeah, it
People
goes
don't
both
trust
ways.
us
That's what I'm
in the
saying.
same sense,
But
you know.
exactly, that's what I'm saying. People don't trust you. You say this day and age. You know, they always say with like terrorism stuff like that. Yeah. There's a lot of cops getting killed, and there's a lot of cops killing citizens.
On both, I'm not
So,
going to say on both sides. It is.
This is what you guys need: body cameras. This is what you guys need to promote accountability. Because at the end of the day, if you had those, you get evidence against the bad guy, right? And you get your alibi against you being accused of something
I'm not
wrong.
going to disagree
right?
with you, but
That's what I'm
the
saying.
cameras sometimes to have a regular discourse about it are pros and cons.
Yeah.
Because a lot of our job allows us to have discretion.
Yeah.
Enforcing certain types of the laws, whether it be details and stuff. Once we have cameras, that discretion goes out the window.
Exactly.
The officer even had reservations about the use of body cameras. We've all seen how these tyrants tend to threaten people and violate their rights, just because they have no sense of accountability. Shortly after, Sean gets away from the scene without any more trouble.
That's where you guys pull over cops and you're like, damn.
Well, that has nothing to do with being cops. It's just whether it be anybody.
All right, man. I'm not gonna stay here long. You've been nice to me. I'm not gonna stay here long. I'm not here to film any license plates. That's not what I'm here to do, man. There's nothing. I have no bad intentions towards police.
That's my only concern.
I understand, and I can appreciate your concern, but I'm not here. I'm telling you, man to man, eye to eye, looking you in your eyes, telling you I have no type of bad intentions here. Today.
I understand that, but
none of that.
Do I know you at all?
No, you don't. No, you don't know me. No, I don't know you. We don't know each other. I know, but
I know we don't know each other. That's why I'm trying to develop a rapport with you.
Yeah. So that we're doing good. Just As long as you don't try and violate my rights, that's all.
I'm not trying to violate your rights.
Okay,
I'm just
so my
explaining
rights are
to
to
you my
walk in a
concerns
okay.
right now.
My rights are to walk in a publicly accessible area and film whatever I could see from public.
What is considered the public area generally is this area right
Yeah. Okay. I would consider everything to be public. That's because it's one public area. There's no dividers. There's no sign saying police only. Nothing like that.
I'm explaining to you what the area is like. You know where the pumps are and where the rest of the personal vehicles are. It becomes an issue as far as that.
Okay.
All right.
Great. All right.
So can you finish up your filming?
Yeah, I'll finish it. I'll finish it up. I'm gonna take a loop. I'm gonna take a loop in. I'm out of here. All right.
Sean filed a complaint against the tyrant who threatened him earlier and concluded the video. As of today, we have no updates regarding the complaint or what happened with this officer. Next up is another power-tripping cop who thinks he can beat anyone he wishes.
What's your husband's name?
Josh Moore.
Josh is in APD, Josh?
Because we've been having an affair for months now.
On November 12, 2017, Albuquerque police officers responded to a complaint about a man being attacked in a park while with his girlfriend. As the officers arrived, they realized this case had much more drama.
Really, my head is really sore and it's getting swollen in multiple places.
David 635, go ahead and send me 4355 and have them come west of the dog park. So, what happened?
Someone ran down the hill. I was sitting here exercising and just...
30-year-old male, multiple blows to the head, swelling on the side of the face. He is conscious and breathing.
Just came down and jumped me and started hitting me in the head.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
Okay. And from what I understand, this is his wife?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So, you had any beef with him? Any issues?
There's been an ongoing issue, but nothing physical until now.
Okay. You want to press charges? No? Okay.
The officer soon found out that the man was having an affair with the wife of the suspect who attacked him. Upon further investigation, the officers also discovered that the guy was an off-duty Albuquerque police officer, Josh Malachy.
Go up to the vehicle so EMS can come check you out, and then we'll finish the rest of this. Do you have your driver's license on you?
In my car.
In your
my
car?
phone is
Okay.
in there.
What I'll do is, once I'm done talking with you. You know what month we're in?
November.
What year is it?
2017.
Who's president?
Trump.
How many quarters in a dollar?
4.
Okay. You have any medical issues? Allergic to anything?
Nothing more.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he's not here and he doesn't want to press charges anyway. It's an ongoing issue. It's just never been violent. Now it's violent.
All right.
And I think it may be because the chick that's over here is the wife
Of the other dude?
of the suspect.
Oh.
So it might be you're sleeping with my wife, but he was over here working out and the guy just came down the hill and beat. So.
I'm heading over to RNS.
Okay. Okay, Sean, because you don't want to press charges, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write an informational report on this.
Although Officer Malecki did cross the line, you've got to feel for the poor guy who found out his wife was cheating on him.
On what
Should I
happened.
press charges? I've never been in one fight in my entire life. Never
Okay.
been hit.
So if you feel like this is an ongoing thing and it's just escalated to this, 9 times out of 10, I can't even say that. Sometimes it'll escalate even worse. Like, he may put you in the hospital. Or worse.
He's not right in the head, so.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a chat with her and find out the situation and what's going on. So. Okay, man. What's your name?
Stephanie.
STEPH. And who showed up?
My husband.
What's your husband's name?
Josh Moore.
Huh?
Josh Moore.
Josh is in APD, Josh?
The officer sighed as he heard his fellow officer's name, as Josh had already been arrested for a DW1 earlier in August. He realized Josh's life was spiraling out of control, and shockingly, Josh's wife showed no remorse for her action.
So I'll ask you again, Sean, do you want to press charges? I mean, it's totally up to you. If you don't feel safe, if you feel like this is going to progress onto something, it's going to get written up anyway. And
what does that mean?
There's going to be a report made, and it's going to go. I take it you know who her husband is. Yeah. So it's going to go up through the department.
You know who he is too, right?
Yeah. It's going to go up through the department, and it's going to go to internal affairs because he still is an employee. But if you don't feel safe, I mean, even after this, if something else happens, call us back. I'm going to give you a case and a CAD number, and you can reference it off of that. But the decision is totally yours.
I guess that's what you told me, because she called me frantic on the phone saying he just left drunk in a car and he's looking for you. I'm like, oh, that's great. I wasn't living at the place I'm living now, somewhere else, but
okay.
Because we've been having an affair for months now, and he knows about it, and she just lies to him that it's not happening, and it's still happening. She won't leave him because she's scared. But I'm just a nice guy.
Okay.
However, nothing justified the violence that Officer Josh just committed, and luckily, the victim decided not to pursue the charges against him.
So in the report, I'm also going to put that your key was lost. Either here or he may have taken it. We're not sure. So
we should have been right there.
Yeah.
The officer soon left the scene, and Officer Josh, already on administrative leave, pleaded guilty to his DW1 case earlier. Just a few weeks later, he resigned from the force. Well, this cop may have been unlucky, but the actions of these next cops deserve no sympathy.
Following up on investigation.
What crime do you suspect me of?
Suspicious activity.
It's not. So suspicion is a crime?
Are you going to give her your name and information?
No.
In January 2024, a female officer from the Jacksonville Police Department responded to an anonymous complaint from a neighbor claiming that an auditor was filming suspiciously around the streets.
Excuse me?
How you doing, sir?
All right. How can I help you?
Is there a reason you're just walking around reporting?
Is there a reason I'm doing a job? Yeah, to make money.
Okay, people have just been calling, just thinking it's kind of weird.
It's journalism. I'm sorry.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, it's protected under the First Amendment, so.
I'm not saying you're not.
Sorry about that.
All right, but hold on. Hold on.
Am I being detained?
Yeah, right now.
For what? For which crime?
So I'm further investigating why you're walking around.
What crime? That's not a crime. Walking around isn't a crime. You have to articulate a crime before you can detain me. Supervisor.
Supervisor. Okay.
Yep. You can't detain just anyone. You have to articulate a crime.
I can detain
You're
anybody
incorrect.
while I further
Get your supervisor and let's find out. Okay. Name and badge number.
Badge number 861.
Thank you.
Do you have your ID on you?
I do not.
The officer was wrong on many levels. Suspicion alone does not constitute a crime. Additionally, she couldn't demand identification based solely on a 911 call. The auditor immediately requested a supervisor and began educating the officer about the law.
So, I'm assuming he's the one that complained?
No. I don't even know who complained. It came out as anonymous.
This is a constitutionally protected activity, so I'm being harassed right now, basically.
Recording. Yeah.
I showed up because I'm like,
In public, on a public sidewalk.
Sir, I'm not saying you're not.
You are. You are. By your presence here, bothering me while I'm working is telling me I'm not allowed to do this.
Okay. I'm sorry you feel that way.
Okay.
But I'm investigating why we're getting calls about someone walking around.
Walking around isn't a crime, though.
I never said it was a crime, but I still have the right to
no,
detain.
you do not.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm being illegally detained right now, is what you're telling me. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. But you are you're not identifying yourself, you're refusing?
What crime have I committed?
So at the end of the day, if law
It's not the end, it's the beginning.
Listen to me for a sec. So if law enforcement requests your identification, right? Your name, your date of birth, your ID card, your driver's license number, you are obligated to give that to law enforcement.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Not unless you can articulate a crime.
So I can articulate that this
Walking around is not
behavior.
suspicious isn't a crime.
Okay, but it is something we have to investigate.
It's not a crime, so I don't have to comply with anything. I don't have to help you in your investigation.
Okay. Well, I am asking you to identify yourself. You are refusing.
Haven't committed a crime.
That doesn't matter.
It does matter. No, I do not.
Okay.
You are incorrect.
Okay.
Well, you're about to learn. I hope this is your supervisor. He's about to school you if it's your actual supervisor.
Okay.
The female officer had landed herself in a giant mess as she was about to be schooled on the law. It was only a matter of time before the supervisor arrived, and she was brought to her position.
That's not going to help then.
I requested a supervisor.
It has to be in a timely manner. You understand that, right?
I understand that.
Okay.
The city of Jacksonville is quite large.
It's not. It's not. It's not large at all.
A13. Okay.
I got 2 0 going on. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, he's at Gum Ranch in 17, so he is on his way.
To tell you that you're violating my rights.
It's not what it is.
It is what it is.
Okay.
I'm walking up and down the street doing a protected activity, and you stop me and demand ID for no crime.
So, like I explained to you, we've gotten multiple calls.
Suspicious isn't a crime.
Okay. That gives us something to investigate.
It does
further.
not. No,
Yes,
you can investigate all you want, but you can't demand ID
Yes, I
when you
can.
can't articulate a crime that you think I've committed.
I never said you committed a crime. I said
So then you
we
have
are
no right here.
investigating your suspicious behavior. Or we're
Suspicious
getting
isn't a
multiple
crime.
calls. You have to identify yourself.
I do
to
not.
me. Okay.
Suspicious is not a crime.
The officer wasn't making any sense, and that's when a corporal decided to intervene. Surprisingly, he understood the law much better and didn't even question the auditor's presence.
Hello, sir. How are
Name
you?
and badge number, please.
My name's Corporal Tim Bureau. My officer number is 674.
Thank you.
The Jackson Police Department.
Thank you.
You live around here?
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay. Well, you have a nice day then, okay?
Thank you. Am I free to go?
Yeah, you've been free to go this whole time.
She told me I've been detained.
Oh, okay.
Twice now. So I'm detained?
Well, you want a supervisor?
Am I detained?
I'm trying to identify you.
That's not happening. Am I detained?
Well, at the end of the day, I'm trying to identify you.
That's not my problem. I don't have to further your investigation for you. That's your job. So if you want to find out who I am, you go run photo arrays, whatever you want to do. Apparently you have no idea how it works. You can't walk up to a citizen not committing a crime and demand ID. That's not how this works.
Okay. Yes, you know the law more than
I do, actually. It turns out that I do. Man.
my supervisor is on his way, and we'll talk with you.
Hard to believe a citizen out here would actually have a degree and know what they're talking about, huh?
Just like that, the corporal took center stage and schooled the female officer on the law before letting the auditor go. This proves there are still good cops in the force.
You doing all right?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
Especially when I'm being illegally detained.
Well, I already told you you're free to go. So if you'd like to leave.
Am I free to go?
If you want to go, you don't want to talk to a supervisor?
Am I free to go or am I detained? I need an answer. I'm not detained?
Just so you know, sir, this is the Jackson Police Department. So there's
Great.
gates and everything, the fence and everything.
Great.
Just don't enter into that fence,
That's
okay?
fine.
Cool.
I'm on the sidewalk. It's where I've been the whole time before I was harassed.
More than welcome to stay there.
So, once again, you've been proven wrong by your own coworker here.
You have a great day, sir.
I'm having a great day. I'm not breaking the law. I'm right here on the sidewalk in public, exercising my constitutional right. Wow. Corruption at its finest.
The auditor roamed around while filming, waiting for the supervisor to arrive because he wanted to speak with him and complain about his junior cop. However, the supervisor turned out to be an even worse tyrant.
Hey, sir, how are you?
Name and badge number, please, since you approached me.
Sergeant Busquets, sir.
All right.
What's going on today?
I've been released. Are you detaining me again?
Sir, you're not detained.
Okay, thank you.
Alright guys, well look, I'm sure you're capable of handling it. I hope you have a great day, bud.
Hey, sir. The officer asked you for your name and the information.
What crime do you suspect me of?
Well, like she explained to you, she's investigating suspicious activity.
Suspicious isn't a crime.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I know y'all wish it was, but it's not.
Okay. Are you going to give her your name and information?
No. I haven't committed a
What do
crime.
you plan on doing, sir?
I'm doing my job, trying to, without being harassed.
Okay.
I'm just gathering content for a story, and y'all want to harass me over it.
Okay. What's your job? You're a writer?
Obviously, I'm a journalist.
Okay. Well, how is that obvious?
I'm gathering content for a story.
Okay, well,
Who else
everybody
does
with a
that?
cell
Do
phone
mechanics
isn't a
do that?
journalist, sir.
Excuse me?
I said everybody with a cell phone isn't a journalist.
If they choose to be, they are. It's in the Constitution.
Okay. Cell phones make you a journalist?
If that's what you choose to do, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, I'm investigating suspicious activity.
Suspicious isn't a crime.
People about someone reporting.
Fully
Ask for
legal.
identification. If law enforcement asks for the identification, you are required to identify.
You are not. Why am I not in jail right now then?
Because we're trying to not go that route by you not identifying yourself. So technically,
You see, I got bail money. So, I mean, if y'all really want to press it.
So technically, I can arrest you right now for resist obstruct delay. You're obstructing my
I'm
investigation.
not no, I haven't obstructed anything. I don't have to help you in your investigation. I don't have to help you identify anyone. That's helping your investigation. That's your job. That's what I pay you to do.
There's a reason people are starting to hate the cops of this country, as this auditor saw himself in the same spot despite being released. Moreover, the female cop who had no obligations to let him go some moments earlier was now having problems with him.
You understand that she's just trying to gain your compliance, right?
That's not my
I don't
problem.
want to take you to jail, but also, I'm doing my
You
job.
clearly do, because this is a legal, constitutionally protected activity that you're harassing me over. And then you're lying to me, telling me I have to submit ID to any officer that asks. No, that's incorrect. If you suspect me of a crime and you can articulate it, then yes, I will surrender ID.
Let me clear it up.
We can clear it up in court.
Well, we're not in court, sir.
We can be very easily.
I would like to avoid that.
I would rather not, because this is going to keep happening until you guys are taught a lesson.
What's that, sir?
That you can't bully people into giving ID when you don't suspect a crime.
Sir, nobody is trying to bully you into anything.
She just told me she could take me to jail if I don't give her my ID.
What she's trying to make sure you understand is when law enforcement are investigating something.
They can investigate whatever you want. You have to suspect me of a crime. What crime do you suspect me of?
Right
all she can articulate is suspicion, not a crime.
Shortly after, the situation turned hostile as the supervisor escalated and did something shocking.
You're gonna listen, sir? You ask me questions. Do you want the answers?
Not really. I know the answers. You think I would come out here and not know?
What are you asking the questions for?
Just see if you know them.
Trust me, I do.
You clearly don't. Like, you see the time, like, you realize this is costing me job money right now? You're costing me time?
Keep your hand out of your pocket.
No problem. Am I detained or am I free to go?
Right now, you're detained.
Okay. For what crime do you suspect me of?
Because she's following up on investigation.
What crime do you suspect me of?
Suspicious activity.
It's not. So suspicion is a crime?
Are you going to give her your name and information?
No.
Okay. Turn off the James back.
Okay.
It appears that these cops love violating people's rights, but here's an instance when an officer got served with quick karma.
Sorry, no, you're trespassing right now. That's why I'm asking you what you're doing.
Trespassing on public property that I paid for?
Yes.
Can I have your name, badge number, please?
Yes.
You can't.
You
gonna calm down next time?
Oh, I'm very calm. I'm always calm.
You ran up and grabbed me.
There's no better feeling in the world than seeing a corrupt cop getting owned by karma just moments after he made a blunder. Today, we'll be going through these cases where these tyrants were served perfect karma. On October 14th, 2020, First Amendment auditor Barry Dave decided to conduct a First Amendment audit of the South Padre Island police station, identifying officers who were killing time and not doing their jobs. That's when he was interrupted by an officer who did something shocking.
Goofing off on taxpayers' money. This morning she was itching all over.
Yes, sir. Sir. Sir, can I help you? How can I help you, sir?
You can go back to work. That's what I pay you to do, isn't it?
What's that?
Go back to work.
I'm sorry, no, you're trespassing right now. That's why I'm asking you what you're doing.
Trespassing on
Yes.
public property that I pay for?
Yes.
Can I have your name and badge number, please?
Yes. You also take this.
The auditor saw himself getting arrested without breaking the law. Officer David Laird kept escalating the situation, clearly on a dangerous power trip.
Yeah, you can't take this. We find out who you are. Okay. So what is it you're doing back here?
Hey guys.
Your phone is perfectly fine.
Hey
and
guys,
it's on still. See that?
go ahead and call.
Step over here. We're talking to you. So step over here and tell us what you're doing back here. This is private property, and that's why we're asking you.
How can a police department be private property?
You have an ID with you.
How can a police department be
You have an
private
ID
property?
with you, sir.
Ma'am, did you turn my phone off?
You got a.
That's a violation of my First Amendment.
What's your full name and
have a
date of birth?
supervisor?
What's your full name and date of birth?
Can I please talk to a supervisor?
What's your full name and date of birth?
You guys are working on getting a lawsuit. Can you
So
please?
listen, you're fixing to be arrested for failure to ID if you don't identify yourself.
That's a secondary charge. What's the
Do
primary
you understand?
charge? What's the primary
Do you
charge?
understand?
What's the primary charge, sir?
What is your name and date of birth?
Sir, what's the primary charge?
You are being detained right
I'm not
now.
going to answer anything. If I'm detained, then I don't have to talk to you.
The entire arrest was made on illegal grounds. When the sergeant arrived, he immediately ordered the auditor's release, leaving Officer Laird humiliated.
I like my lawyer, please.
Thank you.
And if I'm not detained, I'm free to go.
What is your name and date of birth then?
I like my attorney.
Pat him down, make sure he doesn't have any weapons on him. He's back here walking by the units recording.
He's just recording.
Yeah. So he's just detained right now. I'll cut him loose, I don't mind, but.
First Amendment right, sir?
Huh?
Yeah, he's one of those. Really?
Yeah, no, that's fine with me.
No signs restricting me from coming back here, sir. Excuse me, sir. You the supervisor?
So.
You guys gonna let me go now?
Yeah, we'll let you go. Let's take him and walk him over there.
Can you please make sure my phone is still on? If you turn off my phone, I'll be filing a lawsuit against you for violating my First Amendment rights. That phone
Let's
is
take him
my
over.
record.
Cuffs off.
Can you please get my phone first? I want my phone to record this.
What do you need him?
That is my
I said
official
let's
record.
walk
You
him
cannot
over.
interfere with my First Amendment right.
After being humbled by the sergeant, Laird still had to listen to Mr. Dave, who taught him a lesson.
Please bring my phone back. Make sure it's turned off.
I don't know who that was.
Please record them taking my cuffs off. Ma'am? Please record them taking my handcuffs off.
They're gonna take you off the handcuffs.
You gonna calm the down next time?
Oh, I'm very calm. I'm always calm.
You ran up and grabbed me, threw handcuffs on me for a First Amendment.
I don't know what you're back here for.
You just got yourself in a world of shit.
Go ahead.
You don't need to know what I'm back here for.
Yes.
What did I do, sir? What was your reasonable, articulable suspicion that I had committed a crime, was about to commit a crime, or had just committed a crime?
You're standing
What
around
was it?
walking back here recording us in our
Oh,
unit.
so that's against the law? Recording you is against the law. Did you hear that, guys? This was Officer. Sorry, what's your name and badge number?
David Laird.
Sorry?
David Laird.
Good. I'm going to get to know it very well.
Okay.
You'll be listed in the lawsuit.
You have that card for that other one?
Yeah. It's up there in the front.
Yeah.
By the way, you guys, you're already starting to cover up. I need everyone's badge. I need no, I'm pretty long, pretty safe.
So we need fences back here. You have your card? Or the card?
Yeah.
No, they're waiting over here so I can get to them.
It's not every day that police officers are humbled in their police station, but Officer Laird definitely learned a lesson that day. He hung his head in shame as he returned inside without apologizing to Dave. Despite being proven wrong, Laird didn't have the guts to apologize to him. The auditor instantly reviewed the situation and filed a lawsuit against Officer Laird and the city. The case is ongoing, and we hope he gets the monetary compensation he deserved. It appears that public officials love getting owned by auditors, as this guy chose the wrong man to mess with.
This ends up on the internet. I'm suing you if you make a profit.
Okay. Good luck with that, buddy. You've never sued anybody in your life.
I'm not following you. Now you following me.
On May 3rd, 2021, First Amendment auditor Rafael Gomez, who goes by the name Rago Monkey, decided to conduct a First Amendment audit of the Miami-Dade Transit building. However, just as he entered the building, he faced some resistance from the public official.
From Miami-Dade County? How's it going, sir?
The temperature is above 100 degrees.
That's impossible, sir. I've been in government buildings all day.
I'm not gonna argue with you. The temperature is above 100 degrees.
That's impossible, sir. I've been in government buildings all day. I've been under these temperature readers all day.
Right, but it's on video that your arm went off, correct?
All right, so do your measurement again.
It is. It's measuring you right now.
Sir, I do not have any disease, any malaise.
Put your mask on, please.
I don't have to put my mask on because
Depart the building.
Governor DeSantis has suspended all local rules.
Depart the building. Depart the building.
Governor,
Okay.
who are you, sir? Before anything, who are you?
I'm telling you to depart the building.
Gomez wasn't impressed by the officials' cheap tactics to sway him away, fully aware that the COVID-19 regulations had been lifted. However, the official continued to escalate the situation.
I'm allowed to film in the public lobby, sir. You don't know the law, sir. Yes, I can, sir. You don't know the law.
Are you gonna leave the building? Yes or no? Answer the question.
Let me do what I have to do.
Are you gonna leave the building? Yes or no?
You're violating Florida law,
I'm
sir.
not violating anything.
And you're violating
Are you gonna leave the building?
You need to social distance,
yes
sir.
or no? Yes or no? Answer the question.
I'm not answering any questions. I haven't violated any laws. I haven't violated any rules, any laws. I'm allowed to record in public, sir. This is a public building, sir.
Could you send PD to my location? I have an individual
There's a police
that's
officer outside right now,
not
sir.
wanting to depart the building.
Are you trespassing me? Are you trespassing me from a public building, which I've done nothing wrong, sir? I'm well within my constitutional rights. I'm a journalist and I'm getting footage from my news organization. I'm well within my constitutional rights, sir.
The official never identified himself and grew increasingly aggressive with each passing minute. He had no answers to Gomez's question. Officials like him are the ones who cause trouble for their city.
Leave the property. You're not leaving the property? Okay, that's fine.
Who are you, sir? Who are you? You have no right to trespass me. I haven't violated any statute. This is a Florida. This is a public office.
Male, light skin, black shirt, blue shorts.
Tell them
blue
my
shoes.
name. Rafael Antonio Gomez. Tell them my name.
Rafael, you need to leave the building.
No, sir, I do not.
Rafael, you need to leave the building.
I haven't violated
All
any
right, I've already
statute.
told you 3 times.
I'm allowed to record in public, sir. Governor DeSantis has suspended all COVID-19 local rules. Do you not understand the Florida law?
Rafael, do you not understand that I'm telling you to leave this building?
No, sir, because I'm allowed to record in public, sir. You don't have that authority. Am I being trespassed, yes or no?
Rafael, you're being asked to leave the building.
Am I being trespassed?
Rafael, you're being asked to leave the building. You're being told to leave the building.
Who are you? And I'll leave.
Leave the building.
Who are you, sir?
Leave the building.
Who are you, sir?
Rafael, you're not gonna leave the building?
No, because I'm allowed to record in public. You think this is the first time I do this?
Hang out, Rafael. Hang out.
You think this is the first time I record in a government office?
Rafael, if this ends up on the internet, I'm suing you if you make a profit.
Okay. Good luck with that, buddy. You've never sued anybody in your life.
Rafael,
You've never
you don't
sued
know what
anybody
you're
in your
speaking
life.
about. Rafael, depart the building, Rafael.
No, I'm not. I don't have to, sir. I don't have to. You don't understand? This is a government office, and I'm allowed to record in public. I've done this before. You're out of. You don't have that authority, sir.
Having no respect for the law, he called the police. Gomez decided to wait outside the building for the cops to arrive when something shocking happened.
So I'm gonna wait for the police outside because he called. He doesn't know the rules. He doesn't know the laws, and I'm gonna wait outside. If anybody's gonna get sued, it's you because you're violating my civil rights. And you've never sued nobody. I've sued people in federal court down the street, pal. And I'm suing the police department. 5 lawsuits. Don't get into realms that you don't understand.
No. Have a good day, Rafael.
I'm gonna wait outside for the police.
Hurry up. No, now you're videoing. Now you're nice. And now you're videoing.
I'm not following you. Now you following me. Now you following me. You're the one acting stupid. You called the cops.
You follow me over here, bro.
I didn't follow you.
Guys, get off. You guys, get off. You're not Hollywood, bro. You're not with that Hollywood right now, bro.
You're unprofessional and you need to be fired. You're unprofessional and you need to be fired. How's it going, officer?
How you doing?
Come here so I can explain to you what happened.
Okay, talk to him and I'll talk to him.
Officer, please, before we get started, can you provide your name and your badge number?
What's going on?
No, provide your name and your badge number first.
With the camera off, the security official tried to attack Gomez. Quickly turning it back on, Gomez launched into a rant against the corrupt official. However, the Miami-Dade police officers understood the situation and took steps to address it.
Just to let you know, I have lawsuits on Miami-Dade Police Department, so there might be a conflict of interest.
Okay, so what are you gonna do now? Are you gonna just stay out here? What's your goal?
He called the police department, so I was waiting for the police.
Okay, the police are here, so what is it that you need?
Ask him, because he called the police on me when I'm well within my rights to record in public.
I'm talking to you. You are within your rights. Is that all you want to do, is stand out here and record? Because
that's all I'm doing.
Okay, we'll carry on then.
Thank you. And I was recording in a government office, and I'm allowed to record in a government office. Governor DeSantis has suspended all coronavirus 19 rules in the state of Florida. Learn the law.
That's not until July 1st.
No, he suspended it.
Until July 1st. July 1st goes into
no, the law goes into effect July 1st. He suspended it. He suspended all rules until the law goes into effect.
Having a much better understanding of the law, the officers aligned with the auditor, who was now looking to file a complaint against the official.
Guys, listen. Listen.
It's all right.
No. Guys, officer, that man tried to assault me, and he had to hold him back. I want to press charges for assault.
Hold him back because he was
I want to press charges for assault. I want an incident report number. He called you guys. I want an incident report now, for the record. I'm filing a complaint. That's inappropriate. That's unprofessional.
Yeah, you can call the office.
No. I want an incident report from Miami-Dade Police Department. They showed up. So I could go to the state attorney's office and press charges for assault.
Did he touch you?
No, he doesn't have to touch me. You don't know the law, sir. You don't know what assault is. He came up to me in an aggressive manner. He came up to me in an aggressive manner.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to understand.
Are you his supervisor?
I'm just trying to understand what happened, though.
He came up to me in an aggressive manner, and you had to detain him with physical force.
I'll get an officer here to write a report for you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, Rafael Gomez?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just hang out here. I'm going to have an officer come back here.
All right.
See you to address the issue.
I'll be waiting.
Shortly after, several police officers arrived and headed inside the building to confront the official about the incident. This shows how an incompetent public official can waste taxpayer money and the crucial time of these officers.
I didn't call. The police department called. Miami-Dade called. But for me, I'm the victim of a crime right now.
Would you like to talk about what happened?
Yes, sir. I was in a government building recording. I was kicked out by the security guard. He didn't have the right to. I left the building, and then he got mad at me, and he came and assaulted at me. He came at me in an aggressive manner. That's an assault. It's a violation of Florida statute. Ma'am, do you mind if I have your name and your badge number?
It's Officer Gonzalez, 44859.
Thank you. Blue line
Give me a
flag.
second, okay?
Hey, how's it going? Let me get your name and your badge number real quick.
Officer Macedo, 44986.
Thank you. So guys, I'm well within my rights to record in public. I was recording in that government building, which is my
Which one?
The Overtown North building, the same one, but it's right over there north. I'm well within my constitutional rights to record in public. I'm recording. He kicks me out of the building over some coronavirus stuff. Governor DeSantis has suspended all COVID-19 rules and regulations. He suspended it in the state of Florida. He tried to kick me out. Fine, I argue with him. I leave the building. I'm waiting for the police. He comes out of the building. I think he's looking for the police. So I'm walking with him. He's like, don't follow me, don't follow me. I back up and I walk away. Like 5 minutes later, like this, I don't know where he came. I think he came in here, but I don't know. I was all the way over there. I start walking over here because I see there's a police car. He left already. There was a Miami-Dade police vehicle parked. So I walk over here looking for it, and then this guy comes, oh, you're following me? He's like, dude, I'm looking for the cops. I'm looking for the cops, bro. And then when I say that, he starts coming up behind me and screaming at me. I'm not recording at this point. I had turned off my camera. He starts screaming at me, coming up behind me, aggressive. He got a firearm on him. Two gentlemen had to stop him. One is his co-worker and another black gentleman. They both had to grab him and like, yo, chill, bro, relax. And he's coming up to me in an aggressive manner. And then I pull out my camera and I start recording him. And then he started to chill out. And then I told Miami-Dade police, listen, I'm gonna need to file a police report because just for the record.
Surprisingly, the officers discovered that this was outside their jurisdiction and that the Miami-Dade Police Department needed to be called. It was all becoming chaotic, but finally, the auditor saw some hope in Officer Alfonso.
All right, guys, so they said Miami-Dade Police Department is gonna come over here because this is a county building and it happened in a county building. Yeah. But they were already here, so I don't know why they called you guys.
Well, Remember, they call 911, and we're the closest ones to here. But
No, Dade County Police Department was here. I have everything on camera.
I mean, remember, we just got here, so we don't.
Dade County called you guys because I told the officer. Well, what?
When the Dade County officer was here, did they tell you that you cannot come inside of the premises anymore?
No.
No? Okay, well.
They told me I was well within my rights to record in public. Look, there's Dade County right there.
Okay, you can record, that's fine. But just to let you know, the reason why they told you to step out was because one, you were wearing your mask.
I don't have to. COVID-19 rules have been suspended by Governor DeSantis.
Can I speak? I'm letting you know what he was stating, okay? And two, because you also came back with a fever, so you're not allowed in there.
I don't have a fever, and that's COVID-19 rules. That's COVID-19 rules. That's not allowed by Governor DeSantis. It's a violation of Florida law. That's what I'm saying. He assaulted me. Somebody needs to file a police report. Here we got crooked ass Dade County, Mafia Dade Police Department, live and direct. He came up to me in an aggressive manner. Two gentlemen had to pull him off. One was his co-worker and another African-American gentleman. They had to pull him off. And
that building.
it was in the first building, but we were walking over here because he called the police department.
Okay, and the officer that you had an issue with, the security officer, is in this building.
He's
now.
in that building right there.
Okay, if you want to go and talk to the officer, you can come over with me, sir.
So I need to file a police report for an assault.
Absolutely, we'll get you a report.
And Governor DeSantis suspended all COVID-19 rules, so he had no reason to kick me out of the building.
Okay.
Just like the previous cops, the female officer went inside and interrogated the official. Fortunately this time, she returned with much better news for Mr. Gomez.
All right, guys. Guys, do we have an assault or not?
We're going to review the cameras for you. Here's the case number and our information, okay?
This is an official incident report paper.
Okay, do you want me to go to my card and get a card?
Thank you. Without the attitude, please.
Here you go, sir.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Have a nice day,
Thank
sir.
you, guys. Yeah, you guys have a good afternoon. Miami-Dade Police Department, guys. Brown shirts, Mafia Dade. Do nothing for nobody.
Mr. Gomez.
Yes, sir.
Different officers proved Gomez right, not once, but twice, and the official indeed learned his lesson. We don't know what happened with the complaint as of now, but we really hope this corrupt official was disciplined. The next case explores the instance when a state representative came up against a few racist cops.
Chaos and nothing like that. You're a race baiter is what you are. I don't care if you record, but you're doing it to provoke. You're doing it to provoke because you're a race baiter, sir.
On September 26, 2016, several officers from the Little Rock police station pulled over a black man for a traffic violation. Amidst this, one guy started recording the traffic stop from a safe distance when a couple of officers approached him, as they recognized him immediately.
Mr. Walker, what is your concern today?
I'm concerned. I'm a state representative. It happens to be in my district.
Okay.
I don't have to state anything else. But I'm
being polite, just engaging you in conversation.
But I
don't need to be rude.
But I'm not. You don't have to be. But I'm here just as an observer. This happened to me, by the way. I observed some policemen in Pine Bluff arresting a few black boys 10 years ago. You can pull up the case, Walker versus Pine Bluff, and they arrested me for just watching.
I'm not giving. You have total right to do exactly what you're doing. Do you understand the circumstances of our stop?
I don't know. I just want to see it. But 5 cops for 1 man? No.
Well, actually,
5 cops for 1 man.
Well, what's going on is both the young officers that you see over there are in training, and there's only 4 of us if you count us. There's only 4.
Well, there were 5.
No, there's only been 4.
Must be that law.
Both me and this officer are training.
All right.
They're in training, so we ride double.
That's fine.
Or there'd just be 2 of us.
All right.
Now, in this particular stop, this gentleman was pulled over because he doesn't have tags on his car.
The man behind the camera was the civil rights lawyer and an Arkansas state senator, John Walker. Even after the cops recognized their state representative, they tried to pick up a verbal fight.
Quick check to see why he hasn't tagged his car led to a warrant that he has for his arrest. That's why he's in that car. He's been treated with nothing but respect from the get-go.
I'm not questioning that. I see traffic there and stop or at least impeded in a way. But it's not necessary.
Well, if you read the traffic laws, that's an emergency vehicle. So it's allowed to park like that.
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying...
But you're a lawyer, so you probably knew that already.
I understand that, but all I'm saying is it's not a real big deal.
Well, it appears to be.
It's every time multiple people arrest a black man now, and I'm around, I'm going to take pictures.
Sure.
I am, because there have been too many killings. The killings on 12th Street, the killings on Asher Avenue.
Mr. Walker, have you ever been a police officer?
It doesn't matter about.
No, it does matter.
I've been arrested.
You can answer the question or not. I don't care. But until you walk a mile in the shoes of a police officer, you have no idea what goes on.
No, I know.
You have no idea what goes on.
You don't need.
You're the type of person that goes ahead and tries to exploit this to where it causes chaos and nothing like that. You just try to. You're a race baiter, is what you are. Okay.
You told me whatever you.
I'm just telling you like it is, Mr. Walker.
How can it be? How can that be a race baiter?
Because you perpetuate the situation.
No.
You try to catch officers up short when they're not having any problems.
Mr. Walker was forced to record the police interaction after seeing the racist encounters around the city. Despite his good intentions, the second officer tried to make it personal, attempting to lecture an esteemed lawyer and statesman on the law.
I'm not trying to provoke you. You're the one that's out here trying to provoke police officers, and it's not going to happen either.
Wait. What have I done to try to provoke?
You sat there filming it. And this is not the first time you've done that. You've done this ever since I've been down here. I started in '94. You've been doing this ever since then.
We passed the law.
Okay.
One law that I passed in the legislature was that we could record everything.
I don't care if you record, but you're doing it to provoke. You're doing it to provoke. Because you're a race baiter, sir.
Let me ask you this.
I didn't ask you. I didn't invite you over here.
Would you have stopped today and videoed had this been a young white male?
I don't know.
That's right.
Because all I know is that I stopped.
That's all I needed to hear. That's all I needed to hear. You're only here to cause trouble. So you are welcome to sit here and film all you want to. We're done. We're done. Come on.
But look, I didn't know who was in that car.
We didn't know the race.
It's not necessary. No, you can
we
say
didn't know
that.
the race of the person driving the car.
Look.
Okay? And you can say, look, or you did know, or whatever you want. It's a simple fact. You can't look through a window and with a darkened window and see who is in the vehicle.
Anytime you arrest people in this area,
it's a 50-50 shot. Boom.
Than anything else.
All you do is try to provoke people. Okay, that's all you do.
But I tell you what, if you need our assistance, you give us a call. We'll be there.
By all
for you.
means, if you need help, call us.
We'll be there anytime you need our help.
After a lengthy and painful discussion in which the officer even called him a race baiter, they finally allowed him to film the encounter. However, these officers were about to go against their word moments later.
Back over there. Back over there.
We got a right to.
Okay, no, you don't. You got a right to go over
This
there.
is our scene.
You're in the middle of my traffic stop. If you want to impede,
Yeah, my traffic stop right now.
you will go to jail. I'm not playing. Go back over that side, please. One more time and go back on that side. You are obstructing justice. Go back over there where you were at. You can do whatever you want to do. Over there.
Oh my gosh.
I'm watching, so.
All right.
Accompanied by another attorney, Mr. Walker decided to shoot the traffic stop from the sidewalk, but the officers arrested them immediately. Once again, this was a violation of their rights, as they had never interfered with the officers' proceedings.
Hey, that one's empty, Joe. How do you say that?
How are you? What's your name, Miss Lawrence?
You just said it.
What's your first name?
Jay.
Jay. Okay. Are you a trainee?
Did you want to have it?
Where are the cameras? Where were the cameras before? They weren't always on.
The camera is always on.
The sergeant explained that he would be charging Mr. Walker for interfering with the police. It's crazy to see how these tyrants use intimidation tactics to arrest anyone they wish.
He's beating the car. Do you not feel him beating the car?
Once. I want that microphone here
okay.
with Mr. Walker.
No, you don't have to have me say
Oh, yes,
anything.
sir, I do. Well, you know, you've been doing this long enough. You know you don't walk up in an officer's traffic stop.
I was not walking in an officer's traffic stop.
Yes,
I walked
you were.
across the street, and I was standing on the sidewalk.
Sir,
I was standing on
you're
the
interfering
sidewalk.
with the government
I am not
operations.
interfering with governmental
Yes, sir, you
operations.
are. Well, you're going to get charged.
Standing up,
with
but
it,
I understand you're going to charge me with it.
Are y'all here to do our transport? Okay, never mind. I see him back over here. We got two warrants here. He wants to come over and interfere with our operation, so.
No, that is not true.
Are y'all here to do our stop?
Yeah, over here.
All right, do our transport. Y'all take him. Make sure you take him over here for me, sir.
I've already been patted down and been.
No, you're fine. I'm Officer Sanders, sir. Just for training purposes, I'm going to let my officer Lakey pat you down here in a second before we let you have a seat. All right? I'll be honest with you. If you like, you want to put him in that position. And I'll see him walk over here for me, sir.
So they're recording from over here on the side while we're doing it. Him and the other guy in his car. And then they decided to walk over right in the middle of the cars. And they're like, don't come over here. You're impeding in our operation. Move away. I'm not impeding. And then this guy said he got a right to be here. So.
Moving on, this officer escalated a simple situation, but soon got owned.
If you don't mind, can you roll the windows down for me?
No, I'm good.
If you don't mind, can you roll the windows down for me, sir?
I can hear you.
Sir.
I can hear you.
I need you to roll the windows down.
I can hear you.
Sir, I need you to roll the windows down for me. All right, as a matter of fact, pull up past that vehicle right there.
Sure.
All right.
Let me make sure my camera's
I'm
getting.
giving you lawful commands. I understand.
Is that a law?
Sir, I'm giving you lawful commands. I need you to roll the windows down for me.
All right, here's my license.
I'm asking you nicely.
No, sir.
I'm asking you nicely.
No, sir.
Roll the windows down.
No, sir. You can check my license. You can check my insurance. I can be on my way. I can hear you fine.
Okay.
It's not a law for me to roll my window down, sir.
Brain was correct in his stance, as there is no law regarding fully lowering the window. Now, this appeared to be a simple stop, but there's hardly a moment cops can't make worse.
He said it's not lawful for me to require him to roll his windows down. Yes.
Even though Brian's window had a fairly reasonable tint, the deputy complained about its darkness and wrote him a ticket out of retaliation.
All right. I issued you a tint violation. The reason for me having you to roll down your windows because I can't even identify you whatsoever. Your tint is too dark. I issued you a citation. If you have any questions, call the number right there. It will be a tint violation.
Appreciate it.
Drive safe. You have a good one.
And did you check my tent?
Sir?
What's your badge number? Name and badge number?
Sir, it's right there on that paper right
What's
there.
your name and badge number? He never checked my tent. Tent violation.
It's sad to see how this deputy wanted Vito to get over his duties. However, Brian made a challenge the ticket in court, and the judge ruled that the deputy could see through the window and declared Brian not guilty. This ego-tripping cop made a huge blunder, but sometimes their actions backfire on themselves. On November 23, 2017, a couple of police officers were dispatched after a domestic disturbance in an area. The cops soon found the suspect, 22-year-old Christopher McClinton, sitting in a vehicle with his girlfriend. It didn't take long for the situation to get heated.
Okay. I can arrest you for failure to disclose if you want to. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, I'm here all day.
We didn't call you.
Okay.
We didn't call you.
You didn't call me. Your mother called me.
For no reason.
And there's something going on with you because your eyes are all red. You look like you've been crying.
Smoke. I'm allergic to smoke.
Well, then tell him no smoke around you.
This is my car.
But that
okay.
isn't right.
I need your ID. I ain't telling you again. Let me see your ID.
Listen, dude, we got called, okay, on a disturbance. Several people called, okay? So we need your ID, or you can be arrested for failure to identify yourself to a police officer, okay? It's your last chance. Or we're going to take you out of the car, we're going to cuff you.
3 seconds. 1.
Chris.
Give us
2.
Or you're going to be
Chris.
charged.
3.
Wait.
ID or no?
Chris.
All you got to do is comply, dude.
Chris, come on, stop.
Let's go.
Chris.
As one of the officers started to remove him from the vehicle, Christopher resisted, which forced the other officer to deploy a tape. However, what happened next was quite shocking and bizarre.
Let's go.
Chris,
Let's go.
stop. He didn't do anything wrong, bro. Stop.
Get out of the car now. Get out of the car. You're under arrest. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Let go. You got me.
Stop. Sorry, Nick. Put your hand behind your back. I got Nick with 1 probe.
Throw me another unit. Throw me another unit.
He wouldn't give him his ID. That's not
The officer accidentally taped his partner in the head, causing serious injury. Here's another angle on this mishap.
Let go! You got me!
Stop! Sorry, Nick.
You're right.
Put your hand behind your back.
The officer was rushed to a hospital for a head injury, whereas Christopher was later charged with obstructing official business and resisting arrest. Next up, the actions of these racist officers will leave you stunned.
It's an overnighter. An overnighter? It's a team on the bus. Oh, like a football team? Women's lacrosse. Women's lacrosse team? I got you.
On April 20th, 2022, a bus carrying a Delaware State University women's lacrosse team was pulled over by a deputy for a lane violation. The deputy talked to the driver and quickly escalated the situation.
Final stops at the 73 northbound. The reason why I'm stopping is for a left lane violation. You can't ride in that left lane. I'm passing and going around in the left lane. And it says trucks can't get in the left lane. You are considered, you got air brakes on this? I do. You can't be in that left lane. Even though it specifically say trucks? Anything bigger than 6 wheels. Okay? 100% you can't be in that left lane at all, okay? Okay. You got 2 other lanes that you can go back and forth through. Right. That lane you cannot be in. All right. Where are you guys headed? Delaware. Headed to Delaware from Jacksonville. From Jacksonville, just like a day trip or something? It was an overnighter. An overnighter? Yeah, it's a team on the bus. Oh, like a football team? Lacrosse. Women's lacrosse. Women's lacrosse team? I got you.
At this point, the deputy should have left the driver alone by giving him a warning or a ticket, but the evil knob thought of searching everyone on the bus for narcotics.
How many passengers do you have on the bus? I'm gonna say 29, 30 plus me. 29 or 30 plus you? Okay. Give me just a second to walk over here and tell them what's going on, okay? If you would relax right here, okay? Yeah, no problem. Ladies, how are y'all doing? Good, how are you? We won't have you guys for just a few minutes, okay? He can't ride in that left lane, so next time he gets in that lane, tell him to get in the other one. All right? I'll be right back with you. Just relax, okay? Yeah. And what it does, I tell you, a lot of people drive up and down this interstate, and big vehicles, these bigger vehicles right here, that fast lane clogs up. People start passing these big trucks on the right. So it's illegal to pass on the right. You do that. Okay. So people start breaking the law, passing these vehicles. We have a lot of crashes. They did a study a long time ago. That's why they made that law. Okay. Anything with 6 wheels, commercial vehicles, anything like that, you stay out that left lane. It's just something for you to know. It's all over. It's all, I mean, right on my car. What's
He knows I got one of those in my pocket.
What's the
Reckon I'm on my pocket.
dog? The dog do anything in here?
No, back there. All the luggage is.
K-9 minutes were called, and the officer started to examine the personal baggage of the girls who were only traveling to play lacrosse.
Let me walk up here real quick, Tilly.
Say that again.
How do we go from being in the wrong lane to doing bags and traffic?
Alright, well he stopped me for, well didn't stop y'all for a traffic violation, he stopped the driver for a traffic violation, okay? While he's conducting his business, I can bring my dog out for a free air sample. That's what I've done. Dog alert on the vehicle for odor of narcotics emitting from it, that's where we're at.
Ladies, we don't single anybody out, and I'll explain. This is our job. This is what we do. Okay, every day we get out here, we stop commercial vehicles. Okay, believe it or not, the majority of the drugs and large amounts of money, trafficking, anything up and down these interstates, that's what we look for. Okay, and today we're not saying that you guys that it's even happening here, but however, this is how we start an investigation. Okay. Most of the time it turns out to be nothing. But there are times where we end up finding some children that are missing from their family. We find large amounts of money that nobody knows anything about.
The officers had no reasonable, articulable suspicion to check these people, as they had committed no crime. At this point, you could also feel the cops were racially motivated, as the college had been known to be a historical black college and university.
Okay, but large amounts of marijuana, amphetamines, anything like that, okay? So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to stop that. All right. I will tell you guys the reason why I'm coming on the bus right now is to tell y'all, look, we're gonna check y'all's luggage. Okay? If there is anything in y'all's luggage, we're probably gonna find it. Okay? I'm not looking for a little bit of marijuana, but I'm pretty sure you guys as chaperones are probably gonna be disappointed in you if we find any. You guys are on a lacrosse team, correct? So if there is something in there that is questionable, please tell me now. Because if we find it, guess what? We're not going to be able to help you. Okay, anything that you can put marijuana in, maybe a device where you smoke it, maybe something that you would weigh it, like a set of scales, anything. Okay. If there's nothing, then I'm thankful to make my job a lot easier. We're going to get this done, and we'll have you guys on your way, okay? Do you guys have any more questions for me? Have I explained it pretty good? Okay, good deal. Give us a few minutes, and you guys will be on your way, okay?
None of the girls spoke, as they appeared pretty scared by this stop. On the other hand, the cops were busy opening up bags and searching for narcotics.
They said they ran a bunch of marijuana weekend at the hotel.
No, they didn't. Do you have any adults on this bus?
Any adults?
Just one, or you and another one? All of them are college.
Yeah, there's coaches on there. That's
They look about 50. Are they college?
They're college students.
Are they college students? Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to make sure they was all over the age.
Who's number 8?
Suddenly, the cops took out a package that appeared to be wrapped as if it were a gift or something. Soon, the officer went inside the bus to investigate and threatened the poor girl, who had no idea what it was.
Who's Miss Aiken?
Anaya. Yes.
What is that?
I have no clue. My aunt gave it to me.
Your aunt gave it to you?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what it is?
Georgia, no. I didn't open it. I was waiting until I got back to school. I can open it now.
No, what did she tell you it was?
She didn't tell me anything.
Okay, where did you get it from?
My aunt. In Georgia.
In Georgia?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you took it to Florida with you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, however, this is the type of stuff that we look for.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
if
fine.
you don't know what it is, then I don't know what it is.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? I hope it's nothing that you're not supposed to have. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Give me just a minute.
Okay.
And you said in Georgia?
Yes.
Where in Georgia did she give it to you?
Kennesaw, Georgia.
Okay. When you went to Kennesaw? Okay. Is that where you're from? Is Kennesaw
No,
State?
I'm from Decatur.
Decatur. Okay. She just said, "Here, this is for you."
Yes.
And
I was
nothing.
gonna wait to open it when I got back to school. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
It's Easter time, so
Yeah,
a lot of
it's
our parents
Easter.
brought us Easter presents.
And that may be what it is, but we're going to open it. We have to. Okay. We're not going to destroy anything.
Okay.
If it's something special, I can package it back up and not tell you.
Okay.
You want me to do that?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
The cops opened it up, only to find a simple gift, nothing illegal. And then they quickly finished their search and concluded to stop, allowing the bus to leave after 30 minutes of an unlawful delay.
Get that. Hold up. It's a book safe. It hadn't been opened. Well, I'm not going to tell her what it was, but it's nothing illegal. I told her I'd wrap it back up. Nah.
Hours. That was inside that thing right
We gonna pull it? Y'all want to pull any more out of that? Nah. Y'all feel pretty good about it? All right. I'm not gonna tell you what it was, but it wasn't illegal. All right, ladies. Thank you. We're gonna get out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your trip.
Later, the president of the school claimed that the students were racially profiled. The sheriff later denied this accusation, claiming no personal search had been conducted at the stop. However, the body cam footage refutes his claim, and it's pretty evident that this was much more than a routine traffic stop that should be investigated. Next up, we have these cops go against a very familiar face in the auditing world who takes them to the cleaners.
It is what it is. You're trespassing. Being arrested for trespassing. All right, no problem. That's why you're being arrested.
This public property. What does the Department of Health and Human Services have to hide? Where's the transparency for the people?
On August 29, 2023, First Amendment auditor Sean Paul Reyes returned to the Nassau County Social Services Department to conduct an audit just a day after he was bullied by the corrupt cops. Moments into the audit, Sean was surrounded by the same pigs again.
Mr. Keller, good to see you again. I told you I'd be back. Captain?
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, Sir,
here you go. You might want to read that.
What is
you're not
this?
allowed to video here.
Are you here
It's a
to
non-public
service?
forum.
You applying today?
Well, yeah, I'm here to conduct business, correct.
You're applying today?
Can I get your name and badge number? You weren't here yesterday.
Cowser, C-O-W-C-E-R.
I got you, Keller.
All right.
4223.
4223? Gotcha.
So nothing's changed. You're not applying today?
Well, I'm here to conduct business, constitutionally protected business, yeah.
Well, this is a non-public forum, so you can't record in here. As I said yesterday, okay?
Oh, I can record in here, for
No,
sure.
You cannot record in here.
I can.
So I'm giving you a lawful order that you can't. If you're going to continue to record, then
What would I be arrested for? Recording?
no, you're going to be trespassing.
Trespassing without breaking any laws.
Yeah, you are. Because it's a public welfare facility, like I told you yesterday.
So what is this? Is this a law?
I'm not going to get into it with you. Are you going to stop recording, or are you going to leave?
Sean had every right to film in the public building, but the officers weren't ready to listen to him as they proceeded to do something shocking.
Can you tell me what this is?
Okay, stop. Put your hands behind your back.
It is what it is. You're trespassing. You're being arrested for trespassing.
All right, no problem.
That's why you're being arrested.
You guys are making a big mistake here.
Okay.
Trespassing is a violation. It's not even a crime in New York. It's not.
So you think?
I know the law in New York better than you. It's ridiculous.
Sit down.
I told you
yesterday.
I told you yesterday outside. It's going to be handled differently. You made the constable choice to come back here, walk into the lobby again, recording again. After I told you yesterday.
I had business to conduct here. I'm here to apply for services.
No, I asked you on camera.
I did.
On camera.
I did, and I said I was applying for service. I said I had business to conduct here. Okay, we'll see.
You can change
it's on the camera. I'm not changing anything around.
I have it all covered.
I said I have constitutionally protected business to conduct here. That's what I told you.
Just like yesterday. Okay.
Yeah.
We're all good.
You didn't let me conduct my business yesterday. I was trying to go through the metal detector today. Did you not notice that? Because I was trying to.
Why don't plead the fifth?
Yeah, why don't you do that? Yeah, because that's what you were told yesterday, right? So you want to quit back at it, right?
This wasn't the first time Sean had been arrested for not violating any law. It's 2024, and these idiot cops are still afraid of a guy with a camera.
I'm trespassing on public property, the same property that I help fund with my tax dollars.
Property. This is not public property.
This is public property.
No, it's not.
This is public property, sir. This is a public agency, sir.
How do you feel it's public property?
Because it's funded by taxpayer dollars, sir. That's why.
This property is not.
It is funded by taxpayer dollars.
This property is
You
not.
are an employee of You are an employee of the county of Nassau.
Yes, I'm an employee in Nassau County, but this is not county property.
But who pays? They lease this space through tax dollars, sir, meaning that it becomes publicly accessible.
So I stood behind you and I started seeing clients on your phone, and I walked up to you and I said, "You see this? You see it? Oh, what are you showing? You're showing me signs that don't mean anything."
They're not. They don't.
And that's on your thing.
I posted the video.
So today you come walking up again to the metal detector.
100,000 people have watched the video so far.
So no one knows, are you going through the metal detectors or not? Because you did the same thing yesterday. You walked to the metal detectors and you have your phone out.
Well, you could ask me when I said I needed service.
When Officer Keller asked you
I said I had business here.
So you didn't say I'm trying to apply for SNAP. You didn't say what you're trying to apply for.
Do you understand how quickly this just happened? He just put handcuffs on me in less than a few minutes.
Sean knew he would be out of jail in no time, as there was no charge against him. The officer debated with Sean, but wouldn't relinquish his rights so quickly.
Don't you think? Don't you think that our government should be transparent? Especially when this officer here is getting paid 6 figures.
Aren't you contradicting yourself? Because if you had applied for benefits, why are you talking about transparency and stuff like that?
Because it's transparency while you're applying for benefits as well, sir.
So you either hit apply for benefits.
No, you can do both, sir. You can do both. You can apply for benefits while holding your government accountable, and that's what I was planning on doing here today. And this officer here gets paid 6 figures every year, and we can't hold them accountable. We can't. Do you know that the law enforcement agency, sir? I'm not here just filming. I did investigative work. Law enforcement, Nassau County Police Department is the highest grossing department out of all the departments. It goes Nassau County Police, and I believe the Department of Social Services that help we the people, sir, is like 3rd on the list. And as far as budget, do you think that the people need more help, or that law enforcement needs to just keep getting richer and richer? He makes 6 figures with overtime, sir.
The fact that some of the highest paid cops in America are so dumb on the law is quite scary. Sean kept schooling the officer as he waited for the officers to arrive.
The only people that came up to me said that they supported what I did, and they wanted me to hold the government accountable.
I want to ask you another question.
You're not being arrested because you recorded. Being arrested.
No, but that's an end around, sir. That's an end around, because if you can say, so for example, that's like you trespassing me because of my skin color, whether it's white or black or brown or anywhere in between. That's like you saying, we're not arresting you for your skin color, sir. We're arresting you because we told you to leave and you didn't leave. You can use criminal trespassing for anything. You could say, I don't like the way he looks. He could be I could be a political opponent and I'm in a city hall, and the mayor doesn't like that I'm in here, I could be asking too many questions that you don't like, that you're part of the government, and you could just say, where does it stop? Where can you not trespass somebody from property that they help fund? Even though there's no expectation of privacy, you guys have a whole lot of cameras in here, so nobody complains about those. But if somebody said, hey sir, you know, I'd prefer not to be on your YouTube video, I would blur their face out. As long as they're not a public servant like you, I would blur their face out, because I have the capabilities to do that. So if I went through the metal detector and I had a pen or a belt or a watch, and I was secretly recording every single person, in this facility here, and I went online and I spoke to the woman, and I was very cordial. I said, hey, what services do you offer to the public here? And see how she treated me. And then I went left. You would never know I'm recording. And then I left, and I went home, and I published that video online on YouTube, Facebook, wherever.
Yes.
And I published that video. Would this law enforcement officer would he come to my house and arrest me? No, he wouldn't, because there is no charge for recording, so he couldn't do anything about it. So because I'm being honest, because I'm not surreptitiously recording in secret, because I'm being honest and I'm about my intentions to hold my government accountable, I'm in handcuffs with my freedom taken from me. But if I would have done it secretly, this officer would have had no authority to arrest me otherwise.
An experienced auditor like Sean had no problems owning these ill-informed officers who would rank their policy over the Constitution. It was almost time that they started to doubt their mistakes.
But that doesn't matter. You can only make it I understand that it's not a non-public forum, it's a limited public forum. And that means time, place, and manner restrictions, sir. I know the law. Time, place, and manner. So the time, this is during business hours. The manner, I'm being respectful. I'm not disturbing any business. Time, place, and manner. And the place, this is a public place, sir. So I'm not going against any law. There's time, place, and manner restrictions on the First Amendment in limited public forums. I understand that. And what was I doing when I was arrested? I was recording law enforcement. So that is a constitutionally protected activity, to record law enforcement. I wasn't even anywhere near the services. So again, you have your beliefs, and I understand you have your beliefs, and I can even respect your concern for people's privacy. I can, because you really are well-intentioned and you just want to look out for people's privacy, and I can respect that. But none of us have privacy. The government's always watching us. Big Brother, the government's always watching us, and all I'm trying to do is promote promote transparency within our government. I say in all my videos, if you watch my video, what did I say before the video started? I'm here to promote transparency and accountability within our government, sir.
The more the officer talked, the dumber he seemed. It was almost comical to watch him try to reason with Sean, who had a sharp answer for every ridiculous analogy the officer made.
So that's a hypothetical that I can't.
But everything you're talking is hypothetical too. So let me
okay. So let me finish one thing. I'll let you finish. We don't need to get animated. We're talking. Okay.
So that one female or male that walked past your camera, that's in hiding and came in for help. Someone just seen them on your video, and that other person, holy moly, this is where that person is going. Now I'm gonna wait for this person outside. You put somebody's life in danger, trying to prove a point against law enforcement.
Well, that's like I said before. That's a hypothetical that I guess that could happen. Sure,
yes, it could.
But it could happen with me filming outside the front door as well, sir. It doesn't mean that I have to be inside of here. If I was, let's ask the law, if I was filming outside on the street, could you have trespassed me from the street, sir?
No.
Okay, so I would still be able to see that person coming in and out of here, and I could still post it to YouTube, sir.
And you still.
What's not hypothetical right now is these cuffs digging into my skin right now, and the cell I'm about to go sit in. That's not hypothetical.
What's not hypothetical
That's real life.
is that I don't know and you don't know. But you aired.
What we do know is that I'm losing my rights.
But we do know is that you didn't think about this when you aired your video.
After almost waiting for more than half an hour inside the room with handcuffs tightly cuffed around his arms, officers arrived and escorted him out of the room into the police cruiser.
Yeah, we can loosen him up.
I'm just gonna switch out the cuffs before we go in, alright? Do not put them on so tight like they are now.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Just lean forward 1 second. Sorry, man, I'm not trying to twist your wrist.
It's alright, Killer put him on way too tight.
Your hand behind your back for now. You know what? Just stand up for me. Move over a little bit so I can get behind the bench. I'm not trying to twist your wrist.
Yeah, I'm just not trying to make any moves where you're gonna do something we both regret.
Keep your hand behind your back, both of them.
Which precinct are we going to?
Third precinct. It's lawful, so.
Yep.
Seriously?
Yes.
Do you have anything else with you here so we don't leave it here?
That's it.
Okay, so your property?
Hold on, Sean, just take your hat off, buddy.
Sean was ultimately taken to jail and locked up. However, as expected, it didn't take long for him to be released as he maintained his composure.
Just give him the buck. That's not. Yeah, make sure whoever's going with you stays on the whole time, okay?
That far.
Supervisor, yesterday. Hopefully we get a different one today.
You guys cool with taking this?
You have everything you need?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll just walk you out. Just go to the right.
Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today we saw cases where some of the most incompetent cops were exposed and caught. It's concerning how such officers are prevalent in the force, and we hope these wrongdoers are held accountable and learn their lesson for good. If you agree with me, please consider showing your support by liking this video, and also make sure to subscribe to stay informed about future cases like these. Also, if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video here.